We should be live now. Hello, chat. It's the Smooth Brain crew coming at you. No, I hate that. But yes, hello everybody. Welcome to another tier list. We're doing the top 100-ish commanders today. In the meantime, if you would go and click all of our links in the description down below, there is a link to this tier list if you'd like to make your own down there, as well as a form to submit any custom commanders you'd like to see in our content, because we will be making some custom commander content soon. And also down there we have our links to our social media. If you follow us there, you get some extra stuff by following us there, such as, you know, hearing about when videos are going to come out. You get to see thumbnails earlier. We also have our Patreon link down there if you'd like to give us money for even more bonus stuff, with like some direct lines to us in the Discord, as well as getting to play some pre-con league stuff with us. It's a ton of fun. I definitely recommend it if you got $5 to throw at us. What else do we got down there? Oh yeah, our Dragon Shield affiliate link. If you want to buy any Dragon Shield products, you might as well go click that link and give us a little bit of kickback. We certainly do appreciate it.
I got some new Halloween sleeves with really nice art, I will say.
Oh yeah, those things are awesome. You should, and those are on pre-order right now. Definitely expect some videos with that eventually. I'm trying to think if I miss anything down there. Oh yeah, join the Discord. I mentioned Discord in the Patreon stuff, but yeah, join the Discord. Tons of fun over there. We have game nights every Saturday night at 7 Central. We had a ton of fun last night. I think we got like 3 games in, which is pretty good. But yeah, that's all the links and stuff down there. I should probably tweet the stream out. I've just realized I don't think I've done that. But yeah, I'm gonna flip us over to the tier list now. There we go. That's the right button. You're looking at the tier list. First up is Amanatu. If you two want to talk while I am making a tweet, that would be excellent.
So we talked about this earlier. Also, hi, I'm Jake. I'm new enough here that I don't know that people know who I am. But we were talking earlier about exactly what criteria we were going to use, and where we kind of landed was that if your opponent had just revealed the commander, and you were sitting at a casual table, how good you can assume the deck to be at a baseline. Obviously, this is going to change for every deck, but this is just a general how strong you should expect the deck to be, purely based off of the choice of commander.
So,
because I am a filthy CEDH player most of the time, so I needed instructions on how to not do that here. And say that a lot of them that are bad are good, and a lot of them that are good are bad. Because that is 100% two totally different environments.
So Amanatu starting out is like the queen of clunk.
Sure.
She definitely is clunky. It also should be noted the fact that she is a planeswalker in the command zone. Also,
loyalty planeswalker.
Yep.
Yeah, true. Also, awesome to hear about your first CDH deck, Logan. That's my name too. Wow.
It's such a sweet deck.
Yeah, he's a super cool deck.
Are you? Oh wait, no, you're Kraken, so you are playing.
Hello, Gutty. How's it going?
Hi, Gutty. Gutty is one of the people we've played games with in the Discord. So.
So.
What were we talking about Amanatu?
The sheer amount of clunk, because like, man, her -1 is her best ability, right?
Sure, for sure.
Flicker.
Yeah, definitely. I think you play her as a flicker commander most of the time.
I don't really think there's any other real reason to play her as your commander, aside from I want these colors and I want to flicker non-land permanents from time to time.
Oh, I'm feeling like a B.
I was also in a B range.
My question is, if that's a B tier, and we're talking the top 125 commanders, what does a C tier commander look like?
Well, we do kind of adjusted tiers over time, too. So
okay.
We're like, oh, this definitely belongs on C tier. Actually, we'll move it down.
Okay. I was just going to say that another thing to consider is that we are making a tier list, but we are only taking the upper echelon of popularity. So there are inevitably going to be decks that are okay that we're going to have to be a bit harsher to, so that way it's not just like, oh, well, look at that. Most people play S and A tier commanders as the top most popular ones.
Yeah, if... no. Yeah, the D for dog water tier.
I just wanted to add that.
Even as, like, if we were to just put this as, like, general commanders, almost all of these would be, like, A and S tier commanders.
I'm sorry,
it's just,
but...
if we're gonna break them down once we get, like, in the section of...
Look at I'm sorry, but look at what the top suggested change to the word is. It's bong water. Anyway, I just wanted to get rid of the red line.
And before Jake has to talk Geshath, well...
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, like, I'm normally not that terrified seeing Amanatu. Like, I know you can do some disgusting things with Amanatu, but I just don't... It's just, she's so clunky.
Well, my thing is that the commander itself doesn't scare me at all, because the hand has to be good for Amanatu to do anything.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have anything good to flicker, your commander is not great.
Yeah, I think Amanatu's deck makes her better rather than Amanatu making the deck better.
Sure.
Which is something we've talked about in the past. But yeah, if we decide Amanatu... I'm just thinking.
You guys scale me, you're clunky.
Yeah, that's a decent point, JS. As somebody who specializes in 1v3s on the channel. Yeah, Stacks and Nerds is pretty great. Oh, Winota is a super fun deck. Matt can talk your ear off about Winota.
Yeah, it's the greatest,
also
the greatest EDH deck known to man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes. Also, I see James is a Karakushima enjoyer. You should go check out our friend Ken Bauman at Stacked EDH. He is the Krark father, as Ethan would say.
All right. So
Animor's an easy ass deck, right?
Oh, yeah. The card just breaks itself.
Yeah, for sure.
I think, as we said on the Zur scale, it breaks itself in half with the ham sandwich.
Yep. I'm not taking that comment away. It's going to stay on there.
I would debate this as possibly the top commander, but because I missed this earlier when we were talking about what we thought would be top.
Yeah.
I don't know what the best Winota info is. Do you know?
First place to start. They're on r/CEDH or r/competitive EDH. There's a deck list database.
Yeah, the CEDH
there,
database is.
There will be a Discord link to a Discord group for whatever commander you're looking for.
Yeah, the CEDH database is a really good place, and they have Discord links to stuff. Yeah.
And then the deck list I personally play, or like about as close to it, is usually Comedian's deck list. So, I mean, obviously with a couple personal twists on it, but yeah. Generally, it's pretty close to it.
I don't know, Jason. And Animar might be better than Corvold, but we'll get there. Corvold's down here, so. Yeah. Let's see. Elsha of the Infinite. Elsha's pretty good, but she
does some top shenanigans, and that's about it.
She's like solid, but she's definitely. I don't want to call her old scary. Let's see, when did she come out? 2019. So she's not like old scary, but she's like still been power crept. Like I feel like she doesn't. Like, I felt like she came out in, like, 2016, and people would be like, oh, shit! But, like, no, she's kind of mediocre. Is this also just a B?
The other thing is that 5 mana and not green is, like,
it's
a lot for what the card does, because my issue is, traditionally, you would want to cast your commander in a turn when you could do something with them. And a lot of the times, this deck's play patterns would be ramp to Elsha, cast Elsha, pass, hope no board wipe.
Yeah.
And if there is a board wipe on that turn, you're kind of looking real rough.
Yeah, and for 1 more mana, you can just get this.
Yeah, you can get Narsa.
Yeah. Who does more, and
significantly more, actually.
A lot more.
Yeah, I've never been high on Elsha.
Is Elsha a C or a B?
Or a D, you mean? C or a D?
Okay, well, I don't think I put her down in a D. I think she's still a C.
I could see a C. Alright.
In theory, you can also, like, prowess murder somebody if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but also...
Yeah, but
once you make it to 5, yeah, why would you not display Shiyun?
This is a good point.
Because then you also get the added benefit of screaming One Punch.
One Punch! Yeah, this is a good point. And yeah, Jay has also made a very good point in the chat.
She might be mediocre, but her reputation means you will be hated out of the game because people still think it's 2018.
Yeah, she's got infinite in her name, therefore she must die.
Well, the other issue that a lot of commanders like this have is they have a lot of potential energy.
Mm-hmm.
And by that I mean, like, there's all kinds of busted things that you could be doing with it. So people are going to assume that you have all of that at any given time. And, like, only really having access to one extra card at a time, you're not actually going to be, like, running the Magical Christmas Land that often when you're playing Elsha.
Yeah.
So, like, I think you would... I also agree that you will get hated out of the game in a lot of situations, because people go, but what if they play, like, a Monastery Mentor and then, like, 2 or 3 spells and instant speed Armageddon?
Yeah, what if they just win the game? Yeah. Which, to be fair, has happened to me. So... No, I don't know. I've been on the bad side of it, where people are like, "What if he just wins the game and then I die?"
I'm feeling C.
I feel C as well. If we get to the point later,
yeah, so C. We don't have minuses here.
So C it is. But yeah, we can totally address this. We can totally address this later, if we so wish.
Yeah.
Gave. I don't know how people. I've heard it pronounced both ways.
I pronounce it Gave.
Wizard squares are made up, it's fine.
Wizard squares are made up. I just want to respect his culture, you know?
That's fair.
So Gave is
even
like...
his culture is spores. Anyway.
Gave is not good anymore?
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, definitely good in 2011 when he came out, but it's been 11 years.
Oh my god, I feel old.
The one thing that he still does is he deals psychic damage when you remind people that he came out 11 years ago when you reveal
Oh god!
Just everyone at the table spontaneously ages by 15 minutes.
This reminds me of something that happened to me today. I was watching CSGO, like competitive CSGO, and they talked about a moment that happened in 2014 that I watched. I was like, oh fuck. I forgot that was 8 years ago.
Jason called him Mr. Tequila Man, so we will be referring to him as Agave.
Agave, okay.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point too, Lost Genius. There are some,
we're also trying to ignore the higher levels, right? We're mostly sticking to casual?
Yeah, we're not considering CEDH. Like, higher level casual can be considered.
But I think the thing is, like, if a commander is very hateable and the commander does all of the things that earn you that hate, that is one thing. Yeah. Versus if you have the commander and you have some specified other number of pieces that you are not actually that likely to have, but you can be very explosive if you do, so you very often gain excess hate.
Oh yeah,
then that would be the reason why we would mark a card like Elsha lower.
Yeah, that's why we kind of don't consider kill on sight levels, but instead like what you have to do to win the game. Mm-hmm. Which Gave you have to do quite.
Gave here requires quite a few pieces nowadays.
It's like as soon as you try to cast Doubling Season, you'll be bullied relentlessly. But like,
pretty much, yeah.
Is Doubling Season actually like? Is this the most broken Doubling Season commander?
Oh no, not at all.
No, not even close.
Not at all.
Not even remotely close. Yeah.
Right.
Welcome to live Zerscale.
Yeah, no, this is very close to what we're doing with Zerscale. It's just it's slightly less complicated because there's not numbers involved.
Sure, for sure.
I'm kind of want to put Gave in C as well, or is Gave just D?
Gave is
Agave?
Mr. Agave.
Agave.
Dog water.
Bump, tequila, dog water.
Yeah, in 2022, the year of our...
I guess he is. He's not even a free sack outlet. You have to pay him mana.
The year of our Phyrexian overlords. This is dog water.
Sad days for our fungus man. Joda, not the new one, the old one. The new one will be pretty fun though. Wait, is he already in here? The new one's already in here. Wow. Man, the Scryfall team's awesome. I just want to say that. Anyway, Joda.
Card?
Fun card.
Yes.
Which interesting card.
Because people often play Gave as Fungus Tribal. He's quite bad. Yeah, I agree with that, Jason. Also, fun lore fact, I think it's actually... Joda's actually a title and not a name. It's just the only Joda we've ever known is this cute little twink right here.
Oh. Huh. Neat.
Interesting.
Which Jason probably knows better than me, so if Jason is like, you're wrong, actually, then tell me.
Yeah, like, I think... So, Joda has a really fun interaction with Fist of Suns.
Sure. Yeah, would you like to cast your spells for free?
Yep. Cast every spell in your deck for free. Seems
I guess
fun.
in a way also morph on, but for creatures of a certain type. Which is why you should probably just play Joda in any morph on deck you're playing.
Oh, absolutely. Am I, like, terrified of a Joda?
I still think Joda's like an A, because you can definitely do some shenanigans. Yeah, I saw it in like a TikTok or something, Jason, so like don't quote me on that, because my sources are inaccurate. So. But I do know about the Sidar one, yeah.
I want to say that I think that is false, because I'm pretty sure Joda, like, is actually a person who is immortal.
Yeah.
But
maybe it was just like an interpretation of lore by somebody then I saw. I don't know.
I mean, and also, Wizards has contradicted themselves a bunch of times, so it may somewhere be like, yeah, that's the case, and it's just like, that guy is wrong.
True. I mean, Joda might be an A, but he also might be a B.
I'd lean more towards B, just because, as far as, like, ramp commanders go, right, which is kind of where this is just, you want to cast huge spells at a discount, but you're just approaching it in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and of course you have like the like 1.5 card combos with like Morophon, or if you're playing like a weird tribal version of this deck, or if you're playing like if you get the Fist of Suns down. Most of the time, what you're going to be doing with this is you're going to be playing like 10 and like higher CMC spells for 5. But I would prefer a commander to actually accelerate my mana, because like a 3 mana spell is not any cheaper because of this commander, right? Whereas like a commander that ramps you more would just give you access to more mana, which would allow you to more quickly cast a handful of 3 and 4 mana spells.
Yeah, and like I think it's pretty popular for this guy to be like Ultimatum Tribal nowadays too, or something like shenanigans like that. And yes, Jason, I did say it to 12.5 people, so blame me. Yes, JS, good point. No card, like no immediate value. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unless you wait until you have 9 mana to cast this bad boy.
Oh boy.
Which I think is just not good.
Not ideal for sure.
Yeah, yes, obviously you cheat Omniscience into play, duh, but like...
Yeah, but I'm seeing a lot of ultimatums.
Just...
Like, big mana.
I definitely feel like he is a popular commander that is used to represent a lot of lower power level strategies.
Yep.
Yes.
I wish we had the new one on this list already, so that way we could actually have an interesting conversation.
No, I was just saying he's already up on Scryfall.
Oh, okay.
He's on Scryfall, he's not on the
right
tier list.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll put him above Amanatu though. I think he's better than Amanatu.
So, we're putting him in B besides Amanatu. Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
What is next then?
Hang on. Let's see. Kalia the Vast, which is old school scary.
Still scary.
A lot of people know this.
It's not old school scary. She's still scary.
She's probably the scariest of the old school scary stuff, I would say though.
My thing is they keep printing demons with more words on them. And as long as they keep doing that, Kalia will continue to stay scared, to stay relevant.
They print dragons and demons with more words on them, so therefore Kalia is extremely relevant always.
And even sometimes angels.
Yeah, so I'm comfortable with putting her in A, honestly. She's just strong.
A?
Mm-hmm.
I can agree with that.
Yep.
Let's see. Muldrotha, newer commander. Still pretty strong. she can be really frustrating to deal with. I know that. Because she just kind of gets stuff back.
I think it is typically a pretty good deck when you see Muldrotha, right?
Yes.
Like, if because that's the assumption we're working off of here, is how good the deck is based off of it. And Muldrotha is typically like, hey, look, it's good spells that I would like to cast often, is what the deck is full of, and then the commander just...
As soon as Muldrotha gets to a certain point, it's basically unstoppable.
Right.
So
it's definitely one of the, like... So I would be comfortable putting this in, like, S tier or A.
I kind of want to put it in S.
The 6 mana is the only thing that makes me want to not, but also you're in Bug, which is, like, the color combination that is stressed the least about their commander costing 6.
Like, there is a reason why 6 CMC Tribal is a thing for Bug.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we'll put her in S for now. If we decide we want to move her down, I think that might be one of the ones we move down.
That works out.
Let's see, where are we at next? Verena? Okay.
Zombies. Everybody freaking out about a white-black zombie commander, and we've already had one for a while.
Yeah, to be fair, she kind of sucks.
That's the thing, she kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Is she? Well, she does draw cards, or she does card selection at the very least.
My thing is, your commander not really synergizing with the strategy of the deck much at all is a pretty big negative for me.
Yeah,
like, the card selection is nice, but, like, would you ever actually have a zombie deck that was improved by adding white, but not playing Wilhelt or, like, any of the other good blue-black zombie commanders?
Look, all I'm gonna say is that if you take blue away from the zombie deck, like, black is the main color, but, like, blue just has a lot of support.
That's
I want to put her in C just because she says draw cards.
That's fair. She's definitely not dog water because she lets you select cards.
No, I think Elsha's a little bit better though.
No, Elsha's by far better.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
I feel like Zer's just a really easy S.
That's fair.
Yep.
Now the question is it above or below Muldrotha? I think Animar is better than Zer, but I'm not sure where it goes here.
I want to say that because
I've been scarred by Zer. I've been scarred by Zer in casual, so therefore I want to put Zer above Muldrotha.
I feel like Zer goes above Muldrotha, but Jake, do you have any arguments?
I agree.
Okay, cool. We're in agreement then. Marchesa the Black Rose, one of Shelby's favorite cards, which I think is kind of okay. You can do some fun stuff with it though.
He's a fun commander.
This is Black Rose, right?
Jason.
Zer is
Zer
busted. It's almost like we have a scale entirely named after him.
I actually really like commanders like Marchesa because actually a coworker and I were talking about this recently. When they try to do set commanders, there's typically 2 ways that they'll do it. They'll go, here's a color combination that a mechanic is in, and here's a commander that rewards that mechanic. Like, for example, the Otrimi from Ikoria, right? It rewards you for playing cards that mutate.
Yeah.
Or here's a weird way to give cards the set mechanic. And I much prefer the second approach because one is parasitic, the other's not. You know, all you have to have for Marchesa to like a card is for it to be a good attacker or care about +1/+1 counters, which is super like easy to work around, super interesting, and also can be like there can be a pretty big amount of difficulty in dealing with this commander, just because. All right, well, you board wipe me. That's fine. All my dudes have +1/+1 counters. I'm just going to turn a board wipe into you have actually just put me ahead instead of yourself.
Also, I like the fact that even if it's not a creature you own, so long as you control it and has 1/1 counter, it's basically yours.
Yeah, the battlefield under your control is insane.
For sure.
But yeah, no, I've played against Shelby's build of this. And that's not even the best build you can do of it, and it's still pretty strong. It is super hard to board wipe against this deck though. You have to have 2 board wipes, or some way to exile the graveyard after your board. You need 2 pieces to actually like wipe this board. And yeah, it's a Wild Tail Feather. I'm sorry about that, Gutty. Martreza might just be like a strong B. I don't know if I can put her in A.
Top of B or bottom of A. The only thing that keeps me from like instinctively saying A is that putting Marchesa next to Kalia seems a little weird.
Yeah, I don't think Marchesa is like anywhere close to Kalia.
Well, the thing is like we might get enough buffer later on between Kalia and Marchesa that it makes sense. But we can just put her at top of B for now. And we appreciate that, Gutty. We appreciate you sticking around. So Trax's dog water, we've decided that already, right? As
Absolutely.
per our tweet.
Oh yes, absolutely. Dog water, we hate
Okay,
her.
actually, where are we putting in Trax?
Well, we are Traxa haters here. Don't tell Chandler.
I don't know if Rafine's been around. Or...
Rafine was 3 cards out of the cut for this tier list.
Oh, that sucks. Rafine's super fun, though.
As a Rafine enjoyer,
as a Rafine if I've been abused by Rafine, that's all I'm gonna say.
But do we actually want to talk about Atraxa, or do we want to just leave it at dog water for fun?
No, we're gonna actually talk about Atraxa.
Okay.
just slap her an S tier. The amount of ways you can build this commander is insane, and they're all.
But that's the thing is, they're all good, but are they all great? Like,
I mean,
is the average Atraxa deck going to be as good as like the average Zerd deck, the average Animar deck?
What is the most popular? Planeswalkers is the most popular theme by
friends,
and then counters, and then infect.
Which I would argue that the counters theme keeps getting better, and the Planeswalker theme keeps getting worse because better and better non-land permanent board wipes keep happening.
Yep.
Yes, I agree with that.
Which makes the idea that Planeswalkers are intrinsically hard to interact with less and less true.
What if we say top of A? I split the difference.
I like the idea of top of A. I would probably do as many sweats if I sat down next to an Atraxa as a Kalia.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that.
Well, like my thing about why I think, and it's just because of the versatility of the deck. There's just so many ways. It's like, okay, if I'm sitting down against, the new 5-color Garth, or not Garth, what's his name? Jared? The new 5-color Planeswalker they just printed? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Carthalion, yeah.
It's like, that's probably going to be 5-color Planeswalkers, right?
Right.
So, but Atraxa just has so many build paths.
Atraxa could just infect you out,
yeah.
Yeah. Jason's saying low A, he's trying to protect his queen. Colin.
Totally agree, just because, like, Kalia does just have the one-tap potential. There can always be a Master of Cruelties in there.
Yep. I died to it last night.
Yep.
Game night.
Oof.
Oh yeah, this is casual.
Yeah,
if we were doing CEDH, then a lot of these commanders I just would put in dog water for CEDH.
Yep.
But
anything that has blue and black in it's automatically better than all the rest of them.
Dog water, draws cards, is actually good. Those are the 3 tiers.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then there's a 4th tier that says has the partner mechanic.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, wait, I'm not Scryfall anymore. I need to be in Scry. There we go. Brea, probably an S?
Just because there's so many accidental ways to go infinite with this commander.
Yeah, I've seen so
and a
many
lot of them are
people
casual
see
cards.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be playing like some like CEDH specific card to go infinite with this. Like Nim Deathmantle is a card you would want to play even if you didn't actually go infinite with it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've seen so many oops I wins out of Brea. I still think it's below these 3, but I think S is a comfortable place for her.
I don't think she can come out of S.
I tend to agree. CH doesn't care that much about the commander. The win cons are mostly in the deck, and the commander just find them for you. That's why I said draws cards. It's above everybody else. Then you got blue-black, and then you got partner. Because partner specifically means you only have 98 cards in your deck.
This is
closer to your win con.
So Nightwolf. This is not only multicolor. This is just popular commanders.
Yeah,
it just so happens that very few are going to be that high that are monocolor. In fact, looking at it, the only ones I see that are monocolor are mono red. I see 2 reds and 1 blue.
There's also Toxtric's. Well, Toxtric's not mono. Wait, Toxtric's not either.
We have one mono white commander.
Turgrid's in here.
There it is. Yep, way down there. I see it. Okay.
And Marrow-Gnawers here as well. Arden's technically mono white, but it has partner, so it doesn't really count.
Partner.
Right. We're putting that with Rock-Rack.
Yes.
Yep.
Where were we at?
We have one mono white commander, everybody.
Hell yeah, yeah. Turgrid is. We'll get there.
We'll get to Turgrid. Hey, we have 3 Joras.
Hang on, wait. We're on this one. This is the one we're on. Okay. She says draw a card.
Hey, can I interest you guys in some eggs? And some Cheerios?
I want to say that because the thing is, right? Joyra is also a deck that gets better the more expensive it is.
Yep.
So, like, I have trouble identifying it in this context because, well, how expensive is this particular version? Are they going to have 0 mana artifacts that actually do things? But say draw lots of cards is going to be pretty good.
I think this is one we have to check the EDHRec for. Cheerios is actually way less popular than just...
I think you need to not do it by theme and just do it by average deck up top. That'll be real easy to see on this.
Where was average deck? Oh, you mean this?
Up in the top right.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There's a Bergie, Displacer Kitten, Emery.
Yeah, it looks like we're really strong here. Just based on the creatures alone.
There's an Ornithopter. That's going pretty hard. An offer you can't refuse is definitely a CDH indicator as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
I always think this Jorah is generally on the higher end of commander decks when I see it.
Lotus. Yeah, this looks pretty eggy, not gonna lie.
I mean, and I'd be down to put this in, like, A or higher.
I'm gonna put it in A, probably right next to Kalia. Yeah, like right there. It's good.
Because the thing is, like, no matter how, like, inefficient the combo is, just drawing a bunch of cards will get you there.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of drawing cards.
Oh, yeah. So the joke I left slip like 3 times already because I scrolled up too far. I'm stupid. Corvold's just insane. Would you like to talk about why Corvold is insane?
I made a pile of Jund cards, put Corvold as the commander, and it's still able to sit at high power tables. That should be more than enough of an explanation.
You know how we talk. Joyra can pump stomp. This is true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Corvold, as much as we said that Bray just oopsies into combos, Corvold just kind of oopsies into wins. He's so easy to break, and he enables himself, and he also flies for some reason. Well, he's a dragon, so that makes sense actually, but yeah, Corvold's insane. Corvold has evasion and it gets really big really fast.
Does anyone else remember when people thought that Corvold was going to be a cool card people put in Prosh decks?
I don't.
No.
Oh, how wrong literally everyone was.
Yes. He says this. He says this. And you know what does that really well? Treasures. And fetch lands. Fetch lands count.
And fetch lands and just the Jund color combination in general.
Yeah, Corvold for Tribal is still insane. Yeah.
The CEDH build of Corvold is a like Treasure Storm deck, which is hilarious.
Yeah, Corvold's Corvold. I still think Animorph could possibly beat out Corvold, but I won't.
After playing both of them, I'm just going to distinctly say that I think Corvold is more disgusting.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jason.
The thing, let me see here. Corvold is killing something Kalia, but you choose to ignore Kalia. Was you lose Tempo, can't ignore Corvold. The other thing is, like, Animar doesn't have mana advantage. Well, sorry, Corvold doesn't have mana advantage, and Animar doesn't have card advantage. And card advantage in the long term is going to be better in most cases. In the situations where Animar goes infinite, it's going to obviously, like with the Ancient Stone Idol or whatever that you just recast infinitely, it's obviously going to be better. But like Corvold is going to draw you into your wins way more often, where like there are lots of hands that you have to mulligan with Animar just because, oh, well, I didn't have any card draw, so I just had 7, like a mediocre 7 in hand.
Yeah.
So I would argue that Corvold's probably a bit better.
Yeah, that's fine. Corvold just gets there.
Yeah, Corvold also just spot removal doesn't really work against Corvold because you just sacrifice everything.
If anybody has played Arena and has played against the like sacrifice decks on there, it is so frustrating. And those don't even have Corvold. And Corvold makes it even worse. Anyway, Riku, since I think we've talked about Corvold plenty.
Riku may belong in Dogwater.
Riku, I think, is Dogwater.
Yeah, because you gotta pay extra, like 2 extra mana and colored mana to do anything with them. Yeah.
I wonder if there was a way to get the version of this list that like only considers decks made after 2015.
This is all in the past 2 years. This is in the past 2 years.
Specifically in the last 2 years.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's how EDHRec does it.
Okay.
It only looks up to 2 years. People just like Riku because he used to be good, and now he's power crept.
People. So. That's another thing. Like a lot of these older commanders, people just have so many fond memories of them that they keep rebuilding the deck.
If I see a Riku, I'm gonna assume they haven't updated their deck in like 4 years. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you just came back to Magic. Cool. Glad to reintroduce you to the
Let's
game.
have some fun.
Let's introduce you to Modern Magic, where we went on like turn 6 consistently.
Cards have too many words now.
Yeah, here's this fun card, Jeweled Lotus.
Yep.
But anyway,
hello, Scarab God.
This guy's like decent.
Scarab God, I feel like, is about as scary to me as an Aminato.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Scarab God's also got this very important thing in his mana cost. The blue-black.
For sure. That is quite the color identity.
Also, I love the fact that he controls your opponent's graveyards. It's a graveyard deck that can play out of other people's graveyards, which is a very fun thing.
He also kind of scales to the table he's at. So, like, if I'm playing good cards, I am more worried about a Scarab God than if I'm, like, playing my awful Pirate Tribal, where it's like, haha, nothing I have is worth the 4 mana you'd spend.
Yeah.
Yep. Like as the Scarab God deck, you want to play good cards, but you also like if you're my opponents play good cards. Okay.
$300 invocation.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that, JS. I think Scarab God's cool, but ultimately kind of mediocre.
Yeah, it wants to do too many things.
It does is interesting. That's what got it on this list.
Yep.
But it's not like actively bad.
Yeah, I play Scarab God in the 99 of zombie tribal decks and other decks, but like...
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah, Control Scarab God's actually probably the best build.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, we're trying to think where to put him in B tier. I also feel like Aminato is just better than Joda. Is that, like, wrong to say?
No.
I think that's completely fair. Just because Esper Flicker has a lot of good cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is Scarab God better than Marchesa?
No.
Okay, good.
I think Marchesa can oops into just winning a little bit easier than Scarab God can.
Galea is next, which this is very much a Voltron.
That's
why I pulled it up in Scryfall.
So, hot take.
Yes.
Voltron is bad.
Yes.
What? That's not a hot take. That's just true.
It is very, very difficult to play a Voltron deck and not accidentally be playing to King Mink to professionally get 3rd place.
Professionally get 3rd place.
Like, it is so
Sam, if you're here, shut your ears.
Sam, just come back in like 2 minutes, Sam. Also, this is a equipment commander that doesn't say draw a card on it, which is already a big hit.
I mean, it does draw cards in the, like, look at the top card and, like, cast them from the top. That is effectively card draw.
Yeah. I think...
But also, like, I could just play Shrom.
For sure. But then you lose out access to the Enchantress support of green and some blue cards, I guess.
Yeah.
But I would argue that I don't care because Shrom draws so many cards.
That's fair. But
That's fair.
SRAM is more of a Cheerios deck anyways, though, right? If we're talking like equipment decks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, SRAM's never gonna like suit up and swing at you hardly.
Whereas I actually think Galea here is just a good Auras deck.
Because the other big thing is that Galea also has that Sigarda's Aid text on if you cast an equipment off the top of your deck, it immediately attaches. So you get to break a lot of cards that like for example the hammer that would cost like
Colossus
10 to equip or whatever. Colossus Hammer.
Yep.
It's just like 1 mana. Okay, well now I 2-tap somebody.
So the question is, where do we put this?
B. I think it's better than Dog Water. I really do.
I think this is definitely better than Elsha. Whether that means it's like high C or low B.
I think it's a full tier worse than Joda.
Yeah,
just because
Voltron. C, honestly.
C?
Greasy Cleric supports our cause, so.
Yep.
Now Prosper is very good. Prosper says a lot of words, and there are a lot of good words.
Can we slap Prosper in A tier and just call it good?
Sounds like a plan to me.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't want to put him in S, knowing how much you like.
Okay,
this guy.
so I love Prosper. Do not get me wrong. Prosper takes a lot of setup to get good.
I think Prosper is very similar to Atraxa in that he has a lot of generically good words on him.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of directions to take the deck, and they're all pretty good, but there's not one of them that is so insane that it makes the deck like that it makes the commander like S tier.
Oh, I agree with A tier. I was just like, I feel like Matt might be biased. Anyway, where in A tier are we putting him? Because like I feel like he could go all the way above Atraxa possibly, but I'm also not sure about that.
I think that Prosper has a harder time setting up than Atraxa does.
Yep.
Kalia just kills people, and Joya just draws cards. Prosper has access to 4 libraries. Wow, what a well-read man.
This is true. Prosper does have access to 4 different libraries.
Has to be better than Kalia.
I don't think he's better than Kalia.
Do we think Joya is better than Kalia, possibly? Because I don't know if we really talked about that one.
I don't think the average Joya deck is better than the average Kalia deck.
I think I'd agree with that. What about Prosper, though?
I think Prosper's average deck is better than the average Joya list.
I think I would agree with that.
Yeah, I would agree with Prosper going in between Kalia and Joya.
Okay, I'm good with this. Sephiroth. This is actually the only viable thing that does dungeons, because it doesn't require you to do fucking backflips to actually activate it.
Sephiroth has a common enchantment that breaks it there at the end.
Yeah,
and by that, not breaks it, but just like makes it actually function.
Are we talking about Tortured Existence? Because God, I love that card. Ever since I learned about that card, it's like it's in every deck that has graveyard synergies. I'm like, yes.
If you ever need a mediocre but very fun Pauper deck, Tortured Existence is very funny in Pauper.
Really? That's great.
Yes.
I love that.
It used to be like real. These days it's kind of a meme, but it's still worth playing because it's Pauper. So the decks are pennies.
It's Pauper, so you play whatever.
Correct.
Yeah.
Fuss about that later when we evaluate tiers as a whole. That makes sense.
Yeah.
True.
Like, just like establish where everybody goes and then worry about where they belong in each tier.
Yeah. I normally just like, oh, I don't know about this. Anyway.
That would also potentially help us speed up the process.
Yeah, we have a lot of commanders to go through. So
this is fair. Okay. Where's Sephiroth? A or B?
I want to say B. Because dungeons still aren't that good. Like
dungeons are still bad, but reanimation is good.
Oh yeah, I don't care about the dungeon. I care about this. I could care less what dungeon we do. I want the shortest dungeon possible.
Existence is Pauper Nick Fit send tweet. Yes, that is 100% correct.
That's great. Anyway, I'm putting her at the top of B. Do you guys have any objections?
That sounds good to me.
Alright,
Sounds
next
good.
we have the most evilest dragon, Tiamat.
How many people play Tiamat because they play D&D?
About
Me.
100%.
So then, is the average Tiamat deck even good?
The average Tiamat deck is just dragons. It's still just it's the Dragon with the worst commander.
Yeah, the average Tiamat deck is trying to win with like a Blade Wing combo, I think.
Yeah.
That is true, Andre. Though the problem is doing the dungeons quickly.
First instinct for Tiamat is probably B, just because dragon is a good word to have on a magic card.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna put Tiamat C, but
C. Okay, I can rock with C. I was worried about being publicly flogged for putting a commander that has dragon on it below B.
Yeah, as much as I am a D&D nerd and also think dragons are cool, I think Tiamat's kind of eh.
Yeah, Tiamat's eh. We have two other dragons that are coming up soon.
We'll get to good dragons, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This is correct, JS, yes. Volo. This one, yes.
Volo is a weird deck.
Very cool deck, also a pretty solid deck.
It's in blue-green, so it can't be that bad.
True.
Yeah, this is true. My first instinct on Volo is it A or is it B? I don't know.
No infinite there with this guy.
Yeah, there's no infinite, so therefore...
Where are you going to put Miriam? Because this is like significantly worse Miriam, I think.
Yeah, we'll get to Miriam. Don't worry about it. So, the cool thing that you can do with Volo is making 3 Consecrated Sphinxes.
That's great.
That's
I want to put him top of B just because his deck restrictions so massive.
Yeah, also get big board, make 2 Crater Hoofs.
Yeah, double Crater Hoof seems excellent. I'm gonna go top of B.
Yeah.
Nagila.
Slap her an S. We don't need to...
Yep.
Slap her at the top of S. She's fucking broken.
I still think Animar's better, but we'll come back to that. Yeah, that is also the problem, Jason. I feel like if I see like an actual Volo deck, it might help me. Phoenix I think is dog water, but
yeah, I agree.
There are too many decks that if you mill them, they'll just kill you for it.
Yep.
For mill without some kind of like exile built into your commander.
Yeah, it turns out people like their cards to remain in their library, and also sometimes there's decks that are okay with you putting things in the graveyard.
Yeah, playing Phoenix is shooting yourself in the foot. The end.
Still think Phoenix is better than Riku, but we can come back to that if we want.
Yeah.
Nekusar. I refuse to build this, even though people are like, "Wow, you should really build Nekusar. It seems like your kind of deck."
Nekusar is boring.
Nekusar is extremely boring.
B for boring.
B for boring. I agree.
But I will say the most fun thing you can do in this deck is kill somebody with Peer into the Abyss, which I think that's the most fun thing you can do in Commander in general, is kill somebody with the Peer into the Abyss. You said B for boring? Because I disagree. I think it's like a C.
I think it's C.
I think Nekusar sucks.
So Logan, you Tainted Strike, then Wheel. There you go.
I just died.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to kill people with Nekusar.
I forgot. I forgot.
Aim for gore.
This is true, JS.
There's a lot of ways to break drawing cards, and there's a lot of ways to draw cards. Especially in those 3 cards.
I think Volo is probably worse Yarok. I don't disagree with this. Anyway, Oloro.
Oloro is
annoying to play against.
Annoying.
I think the deck's good if it's got Oloro added, though, right?
B?
Really? We are going to go that
I even want to say C. I want to say C.
I want to say C.
I don't know.
I'm just. Anything.
This is another. I don't think you've updated your commander deck in like 4 years.
Yeah, but unlike most of them, I actually think Oloro might just kind of still be okay.
6 mana is so much for what he does.
But you don't have to cast the commander.
Yeah.
But, like, gaining 2 life each upkeep just doesn't matter.
No, yeah, it doesn't.
It just doesn't matter. Like,
thank God we have commander damage.
It's just not a thing that matters. And even when it's like, hey, here's some combat damage, there's always like, hey, here's like 110 or some big number like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, how often do commander games come down to, oh, and I barely got you, and if you didn't die right now, you'd be able to win next turn. Like,
all right.
Yeah.
Slap Zedru in dog water tier, and
yeah, I agree.
Yep.
You have to play too many bad cards.
It's not a good deck. People don't play it to play a good deck. People play it to play a funny deck.
Yep. The Gay Kings.
What do we think about the 2 Gay Kings?
Is
there a we stand tier?
I love this deck personally, but I don't think it's that good.
As much as I love these two buff men, dog water.
Yeah, commander is bad.
Now Saskia's scary.
Saskia bare minimum A tier for me.
Yeah.
The deck is good.
You just slap like 3 infect creatures in Saskia and call it good. And
yeah, she kind of just kills people.
Yeah.
I'll put her there for now.
You're also in the you're in the literal best color combination and just smack people down. So.
We do in fact stand the Gay Kings.
Yes, we do in fact stand the Gay Kings.
We love them. They're good. They're good men. 2 good men.
Kenny and Terry will always have a very special place in my heart.
Indeed.
Here's a commander that's fallen off but is still fun.
Yeah, Yidris is less scary now.
Here's how you update Yidris to be a modern Magic card. You remove the text that says he deals combat damage to a player.
Yeah, just any spell you cast has Cascade. Oh, cool.
Yep. Modern Magic card now.
Yes. Where are we putting Yidris? Yidris is still like solid.
That's my thing. Is that needing to deal combat damage is actually quite large of a requirement, and I think that may put him down to B tier. And
I'm fine with that.
The more we've talked about it, the more I feel like Volo is actually C tier.
Yeah.
I still don't like Nekusar in B, but
there's a lot of ways to break card draw. Like if you play Consecrated Sphinx and then cast a wheel, you just killed everybody.
Also a forced fruition, making people draw 6 every time they cast a spell.
Yeah.
There's just so many ways to break card draw.
Yeah. Just slap him in the ass and call it good.
Fine.
I don't even want. Edgar Markov is so boring because he's so good.
Eddie is super boring.
He's in fact quite good. It just does lose to rule of law effects, but I don't know that those are super popular in casual.
They're not in casual.
And maybe they're catching on. I see more often, but I think that's mostly just because we keep getting cards like Archon of Emeria that are just like amazing cards that happen to be rule of law effects. But yeah, like Edgar is always going to be a threat.
True.
Moving on.
Inala, which yes does have CDH shit going on, but
look, more of Eminence being a mistake.
Yep.
Bad mechanic is bad, and they just continued to fucking print it for some reason.
Yep.
They only printed Eminence at like one point. Olero was the preemptor, and then all of the other Eminence cards came out at the same time.
But it was bad when they put it on Olero too. So.
Yeah.
Whenever another non-type wizard enters the battlefield, controls them. Yeah, this is pretty good.
It's crazy. It's another accidentally win a lot of the time card, which makes me want to say probably A tier.
Hey, have you ever wanted 2 Spell Seekers to win on that turn?
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, you can't get Ephemerate, which would be like the nuts.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hi, our dragon.
All right, more controversial opinions.
That does in fact sound like Inala Greasy.
Average wizard, but everyone plays the combos. I'm pretty sure
everyone plays the combo
in the pre-con, wasn't there?
No, there was not
like,
the combo.
I thought there was like 5. Like, oh no, there was like a bunch of things where it was like add 1 card and you have a combo.
Yeah,
but not anything that was truly infinite in the pre-con.
Yeah, multiple 24+ step combos. Actually, I hate that. Anyway, we're at the Ur Dragon Eminence. That's not utterly broken, but still pretty good.
Dragons.
Dog water tier.
Yeah, he's just 9 mana.
Yeah.
I actively think Tiamat is better than the Air Dragon.
I would tend to agree with that, because Tiamat lets you tutor, so...
Yeah.
It also doesn't cost 9.
Yeah.
True. It costs 7. Ramos!
Which is
there are a lot of things with Ramos in their name. Interesting.
Try Ramos, comma.
I found it already.
Let's see.
Are you watching the stream on YouTube or the stream in Discord?
I'm watching the stream on YouTube so I can see comments.
You're slightly delayed then.
Mm-hmm.
Noted. But yes, Ramos.
I wouldn't be able to see chat otherwise, right?
You can pop chat out, actually.
Yep.
Oh.
If you click on the little 3 dots on the top of the chat box.
How very fancy.
I think it's what Jason and Matt tend to do.
Yep.
Ramos is actually okay. I don't think it's a dragon tribal deck most of the time. Oh, hello!
I don't think Ramos is ever dragon tribal, right?
No, Ramos is golden trash.
Let's see. Apparently,
mutate, baby.
This is wrong. I mean, they're wrong, but 179 people have been wrong apparently. But yeah.
Does that say that mutate is the most common?
By far, it's mutate. 661 out of 3,526, which
5 color mutate, baby.
Yes. Jason,
Ramos Charms.
Ramos Charms is super cool. Yeah.
But at this point, you just play Niv Reborn for Charms, right?
Yeah.
No, you still play Ramos.
Still play Ramos?
You still play Ramos just because of the mana. Yeah, as good as Niv Mizzet is, Ramos just makes mana, which is more important to even the Charms deck.
So what are you thinking for this guy?
B?
B?
I'm fine with that.
I mean, it is not hard to get double Wooberg out of this thing.
That's fair.
True. No, I think Ur Dragon's that bad. It's 9 mana. It does say draw cards when dragon do thing, but
the dragon cost reduction doesn't actually matter when all of your spells are 7 mana.
True.
You're still only casting
right,
one a turn.
So we've upset Jason.
There's Jason.
Yeah.
We must
I was wondering how long it would take.
Him down. Happy Meal is on the way, Jason. We are sorry. Don't be mad, be happy. Yes, I just used the glad
Grace. It's generally a pretty good deck, right?
Yeah, he's alright.
Like, it's another lands, but there are so many creatures that care about lands that I find it is pretty easy to protect Lord Windgrace, and also starting with 5 and plus 2ing is significantly better than starting at 3 and immediately going -1.
Also, even if it's start at 5 and then -3 to get 2 land cards back, which can be fetch lands to get more landfall. I mean,
he is one of the few Planeswalker commanders that I think is actually worth playing, even though he doesn't protect himself.
Well, his deck protects him so well.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's like, his deck protects him. Which, like, he's one of the few commanders that can actually protect himself, and he also just generates a pretty insane amount of value. Yeah, I haven't seen him play it in like 2 years either, so I feel like he's an A.
Also, Windgrace has kind of gotten a lot of toys.
Oh yeah, they just keep making lands better, it turns out.
They keep making lands better, they keep making better landfall triggers.
True.
Cough, cough, scoot, swarm, cough, cough.
I love a good scoot swarm.
Yeah, just the entire set of Zendikar Rising, you have the Cultivator Colossus, you have, like...
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Cultivator Colossus, that card is insane.
So many good cards that they're making for this. I think this commander is either the top of B tier or the bottom of A tier.
Don't worry, Greasy Cleric. None of us understand Mutate. Oh, Jason is the only one who kind of understands it, but he hates the mechanic.
He hates the fact that he understands it. And it's only gonna get worse with that new Simic commander coming out of Dom United. It only gets worse. I need somebody to post that meme in the Discord. It only gets worse meme. But yeah, I think I'm putting Windgrace at the bottom of A. I think he's good enough to get there. Hang on. I need to find the. Wait. What do we have? Okay. We have 2 Vasa. Let me at least pull that up before we start digging in gifts and in Discord.
I played Tuvasa for a long time. They made that commander fair. How dare they?
Yeah.
How dare they make an Enchantress deck fair? And then make Sithis.
Yeah, then there's Sithis, which is just Tuvasa but better. Unfortunately.
The only thing is that Tuvasa gets to play Voltron without having to play bad Voltron cards that, like, care if she dies.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think... Like, I think Tuvasa is... Because she says draw a card, but only 1 card per turn, I'd probably be either, like, low B or high C tier.
Yes.
I think high C. There's just like way better options.
For sure.
I think Tuvasa is how you should design an Enchantress deck or commander.
Yes. And
But
for that
unfortunately,
reason,
Wizards did not.
Wizards did not stick to their own code. She'll be on here later. Don't worry, everybody.
It is a very solid, well-designed commander. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Is that once Magic has or when a game has existed as long as this has well-designed and fair, don't cut it.
Yep, unfortunately. Now, Yuriko. This is probably just an S tier card.
I have not had to play against Yuriko post Neon Dynasty.
She kind of still domes people for 13 on average.
It only gets worse.
Yeah. So I have had the pleasure of playing against Yuriko post Neon Dynasty and post New Capenna.
I mean, I'd imagine doubling the number of ninjas that exist in the game kind of helps.
Yeah, now you don't have to play bad enchantments that make everything ninjas. You just have you have like solid ninjas now.
Yeah, and then you also got a better enchantment that makes everything a ninja. You got Maskwood Nexus now, if you really want to do that.
Yeah.
It's also good because you get to make people like learn the rules interaction.
Gross.
On split cards.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, you're right.
You have to you get to explain to them why commit to memory means that they lose 10 life. Which is always good. That's a pro, right?
Also, you never play Dockside into Yuriko because she has an infinite loop.
Yep.
And it's a very easy infinite loop that exists in every one of the Yuriko decks. So.
Wait, I'm trying to remember what it is. Hang on.
It's the clone ninja, but you can do it after damage has been dealt, but before combat ends.
Oh yeah, and they just make infinite mana and do that infinite times. Yep. Okay, yeah. Yuriko is. We're still agreeing,
rules
right?
Interactions in my commander games. Yes, that's my favorite thing to do.
Gross. Why do you think we have a judge in our group?
Rules interactions are gross. Changed my mind.
Oh yeah, Commander Ninjutsu is goofy as fuck. Where is Yuriko going?
The official page. I want to say S tier, bottom of S.
Yeah,
right.
bottom.
We don't think she's better. We don't think she's better than Edgar. Or Edgar.
So unlike you still have to play bad creatures and don't just get free value.
There are a lot more vampires than there are ninjas.
Vampires are a well-loved
even if you're playing like
tribe,
just 1/1 flyers just to get Yuriko out.
True. But Crick, the problem with Crick,
the average Crick deck looks like
is Crick is probably almost exclusively CDH. Is the problem?
No, whether it needs to or not. Well, because my thing is, if I were thinking I am sitting at a table where like there is this we are clearly saying that we're not CDH. Is Crick the guy who says he's not playing CDH, but like
I feel like Crick is definitely
accidentally is?
Yeah.
Crick is accidentally playing CDH.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. It has the chainer combo with Gary.
I mean, I literally didn't even know about the CEDH line when I was playing Crick. I played that because it just seemed good. It turns out it's like one of the best things you can do with Crick.
He's really solid. Cabal Ritual, Dark Ritual, Defile. Why are we playing Defile? Stinging and Study, gross but correct. Undying Malice. I'm trying. There's Diabolic Tutor. That's in Demonic Tutor.
Beseech the Queen, Dark Petition.
These are very CDH.
Peer into the Abyss.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Read the Bones, Reanimate.
Tendrils is here.
This feels like a very high-powered. Yeah, it still feels well. Fuck, I say that and then I find Mana Crypt on the list.
Yeah, this is just they're playing a CDH deck and either lying to you or lying to themselves.
I think, or they don't know what CDH is.
Sure.
This is a really poorly built CDH deck. That's what I'm gonna say.
All I'm gonna say is Phyrexia Mana is the worst mistake Wizards ever made.
I'm gonna throw him an S just because he's just.
Because remember, our thing that we said is you're sitting down at the table, your opponent has only revealed their commander. How afraid are you? I'm pretty scared.
I'm terrified of Crick.
Crick does shenanigans. Anyway, I'll throw him there for now.
You could play this mono black good stuffs and it would still do shenanigans.
Anya, not at the CDH table, dog water.
Yep.
As somebody who has played a lot of Crick at CDH, Crick is very fragile.
Yes.
Yes, exactly, Greasy, and yeah. Crick does steal CDH turns. Like, sometimes he just steals it because he just goes so fast sometimes, but, yeah. He's viable in CDH, but not top tier.
Anya Falconwrath is dog water in casual tables.
Unless you are playing 40 Madness spells that you do not intend to cast, Animate Deads, and World Gorger Dragon, deck is bad.
Yeah.
I tried it for a long time, and then I played Filter Anya, and I was like, God, why did I do anything else? Also, the only good thing that this commander does is it is another psychic damage commander, because you sit down and you refer to your commander as Angie the whole game, and it does cause people pain.
Yes, I love Angie Falconwrath.
Angie Falconwrath.
Angie Falconwrath. Oh god, my brain is getting tilted on that.
Correct.
There is a card called Incorrigible Youths.
Yes.
Why did I not know about this card?
Yep.
That card comes in the pre-con, I want to say.
That's
No.
awesome.
There was a game day promo that was that card.
Dude, I love that.
That I had in my Filter Anya list for longer than I should have.
That is a great name for a card.
It is not Angie. That is correct. I do. Is it not Angie? It is probably pronounced. So the unfortunate part is that it actually probably is pronounced Anja.
I thought it was like Angie or something like that.
Because Wizards ignores localization. They pronounce everything straight, which is why like Jorn is Jorn and not Yorn. Which hurts.
Or like Tulane
probably
is
like
Holland.
Anja.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably Anja, but like if we're going by like Germanic pronunciation, it would probably be Anya.
Yeah, something like that.
Alright, so I'm just gonna say this. Unless I'm sitting at a CEDH table, I'm not actually terrified of seeing Anya.
I think we just split the difference with her. I think we just throw her in B to split the difference, honestly.
Do we? Because like the thing is, if you're not at a CDH table, you shouldn't ever see the filter like CDH version of the deck, right?
I've seen it once, but like
Reckless Worms, hell yeah.
That was the person not actually talking about how good their deck was, more than you know.
Well, the thing is, how many? So looking at this average deck list, how many people are actually just playing the bad version of her? Like, there's a World Gorger Dragon here.
Yeah.
Hang on, are people playing the actual combo? Yeah, and
I mean, all And they're playing Dance of the Dead even. But you still have bad cards like Faith of the Devoted in there.
But you also don't have, there's not a whole bunch of, like, ways to just win. Even though you have World Order assembled here, from what I've seen. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We didn't know Chandra was from Kalish for a very long time after she got made. I don't know. This is a tough one. Where do you guys want to throw her?
I like her at C.
Oh, cool. I'll leave her here, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Greasy. Her average deck isn't very good, but apparently her average deck just has a World Gorger combo in it by accident.
No, that's not by accident. That's people realizing CEDH influencing the deck. It's just like Anala's average deck is the CEDH deck.
True. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong website. Give me Kadena. Oh, Kadena has a related.
Morphs are bad.
Morphs are bad.
Yu-Gi-Oh is bad.
But it says draw a card.
It's time.
Don't play this
dog
card.
water.
Yeah, dog water.
Oh, we're at Hold on to Paco.
I think this deck slaps.
This deck is amazing.
Oh,
if they're playing fun, if they're just playing extra turn spells, they're just gonna go absolutely bonkers.
Yes, I'm trying.
As partner.
Yeah, no, I need to pull. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So yes, Alden does this. Paco does this.
They slap. There you go.
Man,
yeah.
Do good.
Man and dog.
Man and dog good.
Where are we putting man and dog?
I want to say A tier.
I think man and dog goes in A tier. I think I agree with that.
You're in great colors. You draw cards. You get big by accident. Commanders that get big by accident are almost always going to be better for you.
True. This does kind of oopsies, you're dead.
Yeah, you don't have to actually play any specific cards to make Paco bigger. You just pet the dog.
Yeah.
Just pet the dog.
Pet the dog, damn it.
Team on point. Deck is way underappreciated. Yep.
Agreed. Yeah.
I also got. I've seen this deck do great at casual tables. I have seen a version of this deck just beat everyone to death at a CDH table.
Yeah, I think it does well on both levels. Yeah. That's the thing too, is it also can play at a variety of power levels, which is why I like this deck so much.
For sure. And what's fun is that you don't even necessarily have to play that many different cards between there are many different approaches to your deck to actually do it, because so much of the value is how good are the cards that I'm fetching off of my opponent's decks.
Yes.
But also, it is blue and red, which means you get to play Breach and Brain Freeze.
Ah!
Dark side!
Morph Boomer. Gavi.
This deck's bad.
Have a Gavi deck?
Yeah.
It is... it is fun.
It's bad.
Not that great.
I think it's better than...
I think it's better than dog water.
Yeah, I think it's better than dog water.
I want to say C tier.
Yep.
This is fine.
As a Yu-Gi-Oh player, I love Morph.
You know that makes a lot of sense.
You know, checks out.
Checks out.
The issue is you don't like paying for all your trap cards. You don't like paying for all your trap cards except the first one. No, you pay for them eventually. It's just
Hello, giant dinosaur.
Calamax. My favorite part is you get to play paddle in this deck, and I think it's hilarious. When you're like, I'll paddle my commander. I don't even think Gavi Wheels is that good. Oh cool, you get to make a what was it, an egg token or something? You get to make a dinosaur cat, which, to be fair, very cute.
But, it is a very cute token.
It is the most adorable token in the game.
But also,
At least until Dominar United comes out and we get that dapper insect.
Oh my god, that token is
so cursed.
Dude, that token is so good. I love it. Oh, I love that token. If anybody hasn't seen the token, I don't remember what's her name. It's like the golden
Sarah. Azira Arian, the Golden Sting. XIRA.
XIRA. Yes, this is her. Now, can I see her related like tokens? Insect token. No.
I think you can just type in insect.
You know, this is a good point. No.
Nope. Okay, never mind.
Anyway, the token. Look up Zera's token, because that shit is funny.
Is it the Wasatoria cat? Ooh, Cat Dragon is also pretty good.
Ooh, yeah, Wasatoria
Dragons are very
cute. Let's put a reminder in the Discord to have a cute creature token tier list.
Creature token tier list. Hang on. I'm gonna put it in our production Discord. Creature token tier list. Okay, it's there.
There we go. Perfect.
All right.
What do we think about? What do we think about the wonderful Stegosaur 2 Electric Boogaloo?
I like Calamax.
Calamax good.
He accidentally wins a lot of games.
He does oopsie. He does oopsie indeed.
I mean, Fury Storm, kind of just breaks Calamax. So,
but also, he's so good with so many just already good cards. Like Harrow is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. The insect creature token has a better credit score than I do. That's so good. Beador Aaron the Fourth is also very funny.
But I feel like Calamax has got to be A tier, right? Or do you think B tier?
Calamax, yeah, I don't think he quite gets to S. He's definitely
for sure.
He's pretty strong. Whatever, throw him here for now. We'll adjust later.
He just kind of oops into wins.
Oh yeah,
easily.
Absolutely.
Or oops into getting so much farther ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of
is literally oops, did I win?
Yep. I've heard that exact words out of Ethan. It's like, wait, I just won.
If you haven't heard Ethan say, "Oh, I think I win here," then you haven't played with Ethan.
Yeah.
So we think Veyron is high A or low S?
I think it's low S.
Sure, we'll throw him in there. Yeah, the Cat Dragon token's solid. The problem with the cute creature token tier list is we're gonna put so much shit in S.
So the reason why Veyron goes into S tier is because you play one specific thumbless goblin.
Krark is stupid.
And you literally break Veyron in half.
Oh yeah, the Veyron precon is really, really good. The Veyron precon is maybe the best one ever printed. That thing is insane. No, I'm thinking of the one from Strixhaven. Is it, right?
Yeah, that's the one that Veyron is from.
Oh, Veyron's in that one. Okay.
Yeah, because the Thunder Conductor that was typoed in the text box was the face commander, but Veyron is in it.
Veyron is the alternate. You just play Veyron.
Yes.
Veyron's better.
Correct.
Oh, hey, Osgear. You're kind of good.
Osgear is really good.
Osgear is one of those... Okay, so I have problems with this man. And that, other than my infinite mana... Osgear doesn't win.
That is a problem.
Do a lot of game actions without winning. That I would argue. I would agree with that.
Osgear does spin wheels. Sam Jackson face commander. I can see it, Greasy. He's a giant though. Look at him. He's a giant lovable boy.
He has a big 4/4, big manly 4/4.
Big manly 4/4. I'm not even gonna lie
to you. Solid B.
Speaking of good precons, definitely agree. We'll throw him here. Okay. Adrix and Nev.
Speaking of good precons.
You've played.
Speaking of good precon commanders, hello, doubling season. How's it going?
One of the parts of doubling season, Parallel Lives is more accurate.
It's Parallel Lives. Parallel Lives with Ward 2 is very good. Turns out.
Why is Eloise as big as Osgear? You make good points. Eloise should not be as big as Osgear, who is literally a giant.
Yep.
I must shout out Spice 8rec once more.
Yeah.
That video where he compares where they compare like sizes of creatures. That video is hilarious.
Did you see that Card Market recently made a they had him on as a guest and participated in a long going bit where they made him play a build deck versus a discard deck?
Yeah, I haven't watched the video yet, but I need to.
Oh, he is so upset.
Yes, but shout out EDHRec. Go check them out. He's very cool.
Yep.
We were talking about Adrix and Nev though.
Wizards is a bunch of cowards and refusing to give me doubling season, but in Selesnya, so
bastards.
So Parallel Lives in Simic is the best you're gonna get?
No. Parallel Lives in Gruul, which is coming up later, is the best you're gonna get.
Oh yeah, we will get there.
We'll get there. Don't you worry.
I feel like Edrix and Nev, where do we think they land?
Can Simic be its own tier? It might be
its own tier.
I think they're either B or A, and I don't know. They're either high B or low A.
I want high B.
I agree with that.
I don't think they belong next to Holland and Paco.
Look at how even our tiers are so far. We're doing a really good job.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
Distributing this.
Meanwhile, the Corvold tier.
We just ignore him. He's
very
up
even.
There. He's a dragon noble. He just gets his throne, okay?
Yep.
Maronar.
Hot take, this card's not very good.
I know.
This card is bad.
As much as I love my ratty boys, they're not very good.
This card only works because Throwing Stone is a card in Magic.
Yep.
Yeah. Didn't Throwing Stone get a reprint recently?
Yep. Masters 2022.
Big fan.
It is dirt cheap now.
Good.
You've only seen him in the my community college video playing Pauper. Oh my god. I felt so pandered to that day because I was having a bad day, and then I see the professor makes heuristic studies and EDHRec play Magic together, and boom, instant happy chemical.
Yeah, I would say two of my favorite content creators with the professor.
Yeah,
Jesus
right.
Christ, yeah. Yeah, sure. Maronar is dog water. Do we have any arguments here?
Nope.
Slap it an S.
Slap
it an S. This card is broken.
Tell us more while the crowd looks upon this busted card.
I have been on the campaign that this is the absolute best. This is the pinnacle of Dragon Tribal.
You're not wrong.
Turns out paying 6 mana is not good for cards. Paying 6 mana for 2 of the disgustingly broken legendary dragons, though, is very good. Also, this thing has Ward 2 for no reason.
Sure, at least it doesn't have hexproof, you know? Like,
actually, Ward is arguably more annoying than hexproof.
Yep. You can't remove Ward.
The thing is, like, do you pay the Ward cost? If not, your thing is countered. It's not put it back in your hand. You couldn't have cast that.
Yep.
It goes to the graveyard.
I mean, true, but just don't be stupid. Yeah, Chatterfang is yeah, Chatterfang is better for critter aristocrats. I definitely agree with that.
You still have to spend a lot of mana to get going.
Green.
Yeah. You have your Simic. You have a Simic base.
Yeah, but I think the whole thing here being that it's a 6-drop that you have to then cast other 6-drops afterwards in order for it to be good.
This is fair.
So, like, I get where both sides are coming from here. I do think this is probably an A tier commander, though.
Split the difference on high A.
There we go. We'll leave her there. Niv, I heard you like playing Curiosity.
Yes, is the average Niv deck got all the Curiosities?
Give me a moment.
Then it's probably high A or S.
We are looking at this Niv. Let's check EDHRec.
All of the average decks should be having at least pretty much.
Yes, it's there.
Yep.
Yep, and there's Ophidian Eye, the one that no one knows, so yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Now this is, instead of 6 mana and then 6 mana, this is 6 mana and then 1 game and then oops, I won.
Yes, Fierce Guardianship.
I feel like is this an S? Is this an S tier deck?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
I think it's A.
It's A? Okay.
I think it's still really good, but I think it's an A.
Because I feel like the deck is normally a control deck that just whenever it feels ready is just like, here's my
Here's my
one
win.
card combo.
And you can't interact with it.
Hogak. Wait, is Hogak on this tier list?
Is Hogak on this list?
Nope, Hogak's not here.
I was about to say, who is... What?
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody play Hogak in Commander. Shit's broken in Modern and, like, Legacy.
Virgin Curiosity versus the Chad Charisma.
No, they deleted Hogak. I was there for Hogak whenever period of time that was.
I was
summer. I don't remember. I was there for it. God, that was an awful time.
I tried to play Burn, and
nope. Remember when everybody thought Hogak wasn't going to be as impressive as it ended up being?
They were like, "Oh wow, it's so hard to cast." No.
Bridge from below.
S tier. Do I need to explain why? I think this is S tier.
I think Derevi's a lot less good than it was when it came out.
I think it still gets enough broken things. It's a lot less good, but I still think it's like insane.
And it basically has Commander Ninjutsu.
Commander Ninjutsu is good.
Also, you can just kill somebody with their own city of brass. I don't know if I need to actually look up Hogek's EDH because I would love to see what that deck looks like.
It's not good.
It's not good.
I know.
He's just a trampler.
Yeah.
There's a lot of not good things out there. I still like to watch them sometimes. Derevi. Oh, let me leave Derevi up on the screen a little bit longer so people can actually. Whenever Derevi enters the battlefield or a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may tap or untap target permanent. So
Hello,
I think most of the
Neil
time...
the Blessed, generic flicker outlet number 72.
Oh yeah, Derevi's really good. Derevi's it. Where do we put Derevi?
I say not as good as it used to be, but still probably high A or S, low S, one of the two.
I feel like it's
I definitely agree with A.
I think Bant's just a really strong color combination.
Yeah.
Needs to be next to Najeela so we can have the CDH combo happen. One or two
Yeah, if we're talking CDH, then I think Derevi's higher, but yeah, just not quite. Mirren's this popular?
Yes.
That surprises me.
That is like, at this point, the go-to green-black reanimator commander.
Yeah, you know, that's a fair point, actually.
This shouldn't surprise you.
I just feel like I've never seen Mirren at a table.
There was, at one point, Mirren was like one of the most built commanders, and then Atraxa came out.
Yeah, true.
And what being popular meant changed.
She is ranked 17, Logan.
Wait, what? 17, like, overall?
17 overall in the past 2 years.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Oh yeah, if you are playing Derevi and are playing Bird Tribal, you are actually a Chad.
And it's still probably a decent deck.
The actual best Bird Tribal. This is the actual best Bird Tribal. This has been errated to Bird instead of Falcon. This is the actual best Bird Tribal deck.
They get banding.
Can I submit one more for the Chaddist Bird Tribal? That is Zuberi the Golden Feather.
I think it's ZE.
ZUB.
Oh, I was right the first time. Okay.
Yes.
I feel like I've heard of Zuberi before.
It's very bad, and they reprinted it recently for no good reason.
It's not even Bird Tribal, it's Griffins.
Correct.
More Griffin support now.
More Griffins now.
And that card just spiked because we had a Griffin.
Oh, true, that did happen.
This card spiked?
Yeah, the card went from like $1 to $6.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Where are we putting Mirren? Because Mirren's still like alright.
The thing is, you have very low reason to play this over Muldrotha these days.
So yeah, I mean, it's definitely below Muldrotha.
It's below Muldrotha, but
Zuberi didn't get a reprint, but a new Griffin got printed, like the first one in like probably 2 years or something like that.
Yep. I still think she's A.
I agree that just that strategy is good enough that it's an A tier, even if it's
I'll throw her
like
in
a
there
worse
for now.
version of
We'll
another
figure it out
deck.
later. Okay, so Arden Rogrock.
Hey, look, it's the only Voltron deck I'll actually play.
Let me pull up the EDHRec so we can actually get Rogrock in here. There we go. Rogrock, our good Cold Bold Warrior boy. Jason, do you play Rogrock in Najila?
Yes.
100% he does.
1000%.
Hell yeah. Oh, Mirror Impress Survival of the Fittest is great, yeah.
Yep.
And then Arden lets you attach things for free to your good Kobold boy.
This is probably like the best Voltron deck we're gonna see, right?
This is the absolute pinnacle
probably.
of Voltron.
So
You may not like it, but this is what peak Voltron performance looks like.
does best Voltron still only mean A tier?
It means A tier.
Yeah.
Because I think you can pretty easily kill somebody with Rogrock in this deck.
Yeah, 1000%.
Like, very, very quickly.
Yes. What letter grade did you guys say? Because I feel like I got distracted and did not hear.
A.
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 You cheat out aura and equip cost, so...
You go... No, stop. Hang on.
There you go.
Ah! There we go. They're next to each other. Arami. Arami's neat.
It's an interesting commander.
No, I don't think it's... Arami's amazing.
Oh, that's right. Because Jason's on that $100 budget, he wants higher card quality. But he does. But you do play it in the budgetless versions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's fair.
So...
What are we...
What are you actually like? Like, this is a cool effect.
Encore Gary.
But what is this like?
You're encoring Gary.
That's pretty much it. I guess Spellseeker is another option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
like
it's
Bolt Drifter.
There are quite a few like pretty decent stuff that.
But like, if the best thing your deck does is pretty decent.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
we agree.
That's why I want to say C. I don't think it's dog water.
I think we've got a couple videos with Arami on the channel, Greasy, if you do want to look at it, but I don't know.
Arami is super cool. C tier.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of where we're at.
C tier for cool. There you go.
C for cool.
B for boring. C for cool.
A for
Ahad's run. It's the Goif.
S for super.
Encore the Massacre Worm. I mean, that sounds
pretty good. Actually.
Scary.
S, yeah, but S is for Supercalifragilistic Expialidocious. Corvold is for Corvold the Faker's King. D is for Dogwater. We've established this. Ancient Brash Dragon Encore is kind of scary. Asphalt Merchant and Kokosho.
Merchant of Asphodel. Great Merchant, I think, is what that would.
Asphalt. I've never.
But
seen
I just
Gary
like to think
as
that he's just curb stomping people.
I love that. That's great. Yeah. Okay, we are looking at this liaise. Right? Yes, that liaise.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
rather than pay 2 for each. Okay, yeah. So this is like Phyrexian for your command tags. Okay.
Yep.
When we player cast a spell, this is just like really shitty stacks, isn't it?
Yes.
Not shitty stacks.
This is medium stacks.
This is medium stacks.
Ooh.
Because the thing is, you're not actually.
The kid. Sorry, go ahead.
My concern with this commander is that you want your opponents to be casting spells in order to actually take the life loss from Liesa.
Yes.
But your stacks is focused around them not being able to cast spells.
That is the problem.
Which is fine because
like,
we're just gonna have
why play this instead of Comball?
Yeah, I agree. You play Comball. Yeah.
So it's weird. This is replace Comball.
Why?
Because it doesn't say. Well, Comball only says non-creature, but.
Yep, that is why.
Yes.
Your goal is to make people cry for doing anything, not to
Gross. So B.
Yeah, B for boring.
B for more.
Okay. Encoring the Kid Drawing Mole Drifter does sound like a very good time. I have to agree with that.
That one draws out more cards, right?
Yeah, for cuteness. All of your opponents are like fawning over how cute the art is. You just like,
and then you just tell them it's for a good cause, and you pick up a third card.
No, they're just all distracted, so you just put more cards in your hand, obviously.
Got it.
Obeka does fun stuff.
Does Obeka get the super cool C tier?
Yeah.
Probably.
C for cool.
People do, in fact, like angels, Jason. This is a very good point. Your lock. Which is, I believe, just manaburn.deck.
The Chad Jund player here.
Jund went so Jund that this is, you want to talk about Boomer Jund? This is Boomer Jund.
This is Boomer Jund.
This is Boomer Jund. They finally brought back Manaburn.
This is the Chad Jund player in my mind. Somebody who plays your lock.
Yeah, Gracie, it's basically like somebody asking you to donate $1 to like St. Jude's or something. And you're like, what do you mean you don't want to let me draw another card for the kids?
C for cool.
Yeah, Mana Burn doesn't do a whole lot.
It's either C or Dog Water, but I want to put it in C for cool.
Boomer Jund. B for Boomer Jund.
No.
Fine. D for cool the dog water. Yeah. It's D. Fine. AC.
Fine.
AC is good.
AC is good.
AC is good.
Oh, gross. Get the fucking arena SKS shared off of my screen. AC. Why is the text like lighter on here for some reason? That's weird.
Because it's a scan of a foil card and not an actual art print of it.
You're exactly right.
Yep.
AC. AC's good.
My only problem I've ever had with this commander is that it's very easy to mis-sequence your game plan.
Yes.
To where by the time you get to 6, you've blown all of your ramp in hand and you don't have a ton of lands left to play.
Yeah.
So you don't. But like that is just people being bad, not the commander.
Yeah, people suck. I still think Tatyov is better than this.
No,
I tend to agree. You want to say B still though?
I still want to say B.
Jason,
no, A. I'm gonna put it in A.
A?
Yeah, generic lands good is still like solid.
I was only going to say B because I believe the Tachova would be the A tier version of this deck.
No, Tatyova actually is the S tier version of this deck.
Tachova S tier?
Because you play extra turn spells.
Sure.
JS, I don't know why, but the fact that you put Naya as better in parentheticals just hit me in the right way. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it turns out missing Gruul.
Yeah, Gruul loves
kind of a downfall.
It's probably because I've been seeing a lot of memes with like just random parenthetical shit in it. Like I can't think of an example right now.
My queen.
Her name is Queen Marchesa. There you go. Good job.
She is my queen.
My queen.
Really fun deck.
Yeah, Monarch is a super cool mechanic, it turns out. It's a C for cool.
Yeah.
Almost even argue like low B tier.
I can see that. Because like you're playing.
Where do we stake your lock?
Your lock's D.
D? Okay.
Yeah, your lock's D.
Okay, good. Because, like, I'd say that Queen Marchesa is better than any of the decks that I see in C tier.
Fine. B for Bakul.
B for, Oh, yeah, Queen Marchesa is still not a noble.
Oh, gosh, she's an assassin. Yeah.
I am not qualified to speak on Alesha because I am incredibly biased.
I am incredibly qualified.
Hello, Mr. Alesha, man.
Miss Alesha. Alesha is a lady.
Fun fact, Alesha is Magic's first confirmed trans character.
Yep.
Very cool. Which is why I was very happy when she got her secret lair, because it was very nice art. She's really good.
when I played the deck, my issue was always that all of your creatures being small makes scaling up into the late game hard. So you always ended up just being a like.
So
combo deck.
here's the thing. Small creatures have gotten very good.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, I don't care that my creatures are small because they just do stupid shit.
This is a Master of Cruelties deck.
Yep.
Unless it does in fact recur Dockside. I think she's low A personally.
I mean, I would tend to agree with that.
Where I would have put her, but I also view myself as biased, so.
No, okay, well we can all be biased together. It's fine.
Perfect.
Yep. Atla Palani.
Eggs.
So,
Egg.
I am, fun fact about me, I'm deathly allergic to egg.
Really?
Yes. So I have always told anyone who sits down against me with Atla Palani, or just any deck that does it, if they can successfully deal combat, like hit me in combat with an egg token, that I will concede the game. I will concede the game. That's fine. This commander terrifies me, but that is on a deeply personal level.
She's okay.
Do be spitting out Eldrazi sometimes.
She
does, but also sometimes she kind of does nothing.
Sure.
So
it looks like most of our B commanders have been like, look at this cool thing I can do that's very good, but slightly RNG dependent, or like takes a couple things to set up, and I would argue that Atla Palani really meets that category.
So B it is.
Like the ceiling being pretty high.
So Jake, if I Maskwood Nexus hit you with something with Atla Palani, does that count?
Absolutely.
Okay.
She do be a Maskwood Nexus here. She also be an Omnid. Where we at? Mutate. Nethroi.
I hate this commander.
Oh, I hate this too.
I hate that this is the most popular Absent commander out of the 7.
Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of target creature cards with power. Yeah, that's kind of good.
The thing is, you're playing this with the mutate. You're playing the mutate cards to trigger Nethroi.
Yes, and I think Commander Tax does apply to mutate, right?
Yes.
Maybe any deck with Maskwood Nexus. No, I either want it to be a deck. It either needs to just be an egg token, or if it's a deck that like is focused around eggs, like Atla Palani, I'll let it slide and let it be.
How do we feel about?
Otherwise, Maskwood Nexus just means I die next combat every game is in.
True. How do we feel about eggs decks that are not egg tokens, but rather eggs?
If you can
an artifact.
If it is a 0-mana artifact that sacrifices itself for value, and you have a way to animate it and it not die because it becomes a 0/0.
Okay, so I need a Karn in a way to pump this creature. Got it.
Working on right, like you're putting in enough work at that time. I'll die for it. I'll die out of respect.
Oh god, yeah. Nethroi really loves modular creatures. I had not considered that. Those all say 0 on them. Anyway. Where are we putting Nethroi?
Say that's a crazy ability. Probably B tier.
Yeah, it's 7 mana.
It's 7 mana. You have to mutate afterwards. You also have to have 10 mana value of good creatures.
Well, I'm pretty sure. No. If you do the 7 mana cast, you get the ability because it's mutating.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you have to mutate it onto something. Yes.
Yes, or you could just cast it and mutate something onto it. But you know, Xerus, the much better Nekasar. 0 egg counter. I don't think does the egg counter count? I don't know. Xerus is pretty solid. He kind of just kills you with snake tokens.
Yeah.
Having played against Chandler's Xerus deck enough times, can say it is B for good.
B for good.
Yes.
B for pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Pretty good. I like that ranking.
All right. Where we at? Zexara. Zexara kind of sucks, right?
No.
Hydra Tribal?
You are no.
Oh, X-Man. X.
This is big dumb X-Spells tribal. That happens to just also get you Hydra tokens.
Yeah. Black Mythic from Zendikar do weird things with the Abzan creature. Is Nethroi? I don't... Is this the one that is like a 0/0, but its power and toughness is equal to like something minus something? I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm pretty sure it does do weird stuff with that, Greasy. If I'm thinking of the right creature. Zexar can go infinite? Easily?
Yep, freed from the real.
Oh, yep, that'll do it.
Yep. It is just a mana dork.
It do be a mana dork that makes 2 mana. Where
it's also bug, which is the color combination of big dumb X spells.
Yeah, it turns out she matches her color type.
The only thing is you would like red for fireballs, but that's a totally different flavor of X spell.
Where go on the tier list, however?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Sure.
Is the average Torbrand deck actually good?
My average Torbrand deck's pretty good. I love Torbrand, but I understand.
I think Burn is bad in Commander. The end.
That's the thing.
It is. Let me Villainous Wealth. No, don't Villainous Wealth. I mean, I like my cards. Now I gotta see what the average Torbrand deck is and why they're wrong. Bergie, okay, sure. Brash Taunter's interesting. Amber Maw Hellion sucks if I remember correctly.
Yep. That is a 5 mana. It says Torbrand text, but only says +1.
Yeah.
Chain Welder, even and Torbrand is
Gutter Snipe, lots of pingers here.
Yeah.
I think pingers is like the worst build of this.
Well, that's your average build, so therefore it's C for cool.
God damn it.
C for cool, but it sucks.
Yep.
I love him. Okay. He's great.
Oh, he has amazing art with that new secret layer.
Oh yeah, this one? The Ghibli art? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were we at? Kenrith.
Hello, boring, generic 5-colored commander number 72.
Yes.
The issue is that he's also very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Torbrand does in fact let me turn my brain off, and
he just got dethroned from number 3.
Where he be at now?
He literally just got dethroned from number 3.
Wait, who's third now?
A commander we'll get to.
I can't cheat. I can't cheat. Talk about
no cheating.
Okay, fine.
We'll get to her.
Does Kenny G go with Corval?
No, I don't think he's that good.
No,
I
don't think so.
Good. He's good, but
he also just the thing is can go infinite with like
ham sandwich
and with Dockside and
Train Grounds just want to know your location. This is true.
Of good cards. Biomancer's Familiar.
Kenrith sucks, but nothing he does nothing great, but he just does it all meh enough to be okay.
But that's the thing is, he's the epitome of a jack of all trades.
Yep.
Question mark?
No.
No? Where?
Unfortunately, Dockside makes this guy go into S tier. But
gross.
But it makes it go into S tier.
Cowardice is so fun with Kenrith. Wait, what does Cowardice do? I gotta look it up.
Oh, good lord, we still have some.
Whenever a creature becomes a target of a spell or ability, return that's pretty good.
Yep.
It's even got a fucking Julius Caesar quote, but Julius Caesar a la Shakespeare, not actual Julius Caesar.
What do you mean? Everything he wrote was fully truthful.
Yep.
No, it wasn't. As a theater nerd, no, it wasn't. Doesn't Dockside do that with everyone? Yeah.
Yes, but you also don't get 5 colors of mana normally.
Okay.
With an easy dockside loop.
Jake, what are your thoughts?
Say A tier.
I also want to say A tier.
He's flexible and the deck is generally going to be good. At casual, he's not busted in the same sense that like you would need to be an S tier deck.
Yeah.
But like if I'm sitting across from a Kenrith, I am going to assume that they are going to accrue a ton of value from their command zone throughout the game. And that they're going to just play a good pile of cards.
I'm going with A. I'm down with A. Tulane, or how should we pronounce Hullen?
Hullen.
He do the thing.
Is it A or S tier?
I want to say S tier.
Yeah, it kind of just does the thing.
It does everything you want in Bant.
Also food chain.
The land should enter the battlefield tapped to change my mind.
I completely agree.
What if we just didn't lands enter the battlefield? What if we just didn't? Anyway, Shakespeare is in fact the guy that got his powers from Sandman. This is true. Yep, definitely.
Yep.
That's correct. Yep. S tier, though, I do agree with.
Just slap it somewhere in there.
We'll figure it out. Sir,
we have too many. We have too many cards to sort through these, so just slap it in tiers.
This card sucks.
Card sucks. I think the tribe that it supports sucks.
Yeah.
I think if it like said soldiers.
If this was soldier, yeah. If this was soldier tribal and not knight tribal.
The other thing is that it's almost better as just a Voltron deck.
Yeah, I was gonna say as an equipment Voltron deck.
I tend to agree with that. And Voltron decks suck.
I think it's C for
could you just be soldier tribal? Question mark.
C for could you be normal?
Could you be normal?
Sir Gwyn just sitting in the backseat screaming with a flaming sword.
Is Kennen S tier?
Kennen's probably just S tier.
Okay,
yeah.
There we go.
For the viewers at home, Kennen make more mana for things that make mana. Kennen go infinite with. Yeah, Kennen
I would argue that Alela, the fairy tribal commander, got a bit the shorter end of the stick in that people do remember that Sir Gwyn exists at least.
This is true.
Which is funny because Aela is like significantly more popular commander than Sir Gwyn.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yes.
What is that? Is it on this list?
Yes, should be.
Where?
Oh god, it was Sir Gwyn was in the same set as Corvold and Tulane. You are not wrong. Yeah. That sucks. Yeah, your Voltron commander starting at 6 does suck a whole lot. Anyway, Kennen's S. So let me throw Kennen up here somewhere. Sure. Kennen.
Winota also S.
Yeah, Winota's an easy S.
Winota almost goes up into the Corvold tier. Card should never have been printed.
Really stupid. Kennen
you put Staxy humans in your deck and you just win.
Yes. Krenko. He make a goblins.
Make it to goblins.
This is not the one we're talking about, but I love this boy.
Tin Street Kingpin. That card's fun.
I love him so much.
This Krenko is very good.
I don't know. Is Alela the number 1 Esper? It might be. Krenko make the goblin, and goblin's a very good tribe. It turns out.
Yes, Aela is the number 1 Esper commander.
Really?
Yep.
I've literally never seen anyone play that commander. That is... I'm quite surprised. I thought that most people who played fairies did any of the other ones, to be frank.
Yes. Does Krenko organize crime leader? Where does he go?
A tier, probably.
A tier for sure.
Okay, I'll just throw
I think that being tribal limits the cards you can play to him. Not that much because there's a lot of good goblins.
Literally goblins, yeah.
But there are still some pretty.
All right, Logan. Click on the EDHRec card analysis here.
For what? For Lathril?
For Lathril. Click on it. Here's our new number 3.
What? People love elves.
Yeah,
people love elves.
People love elves.
I also feel like a lot of people's love for elves was re-sparked when like the new Dominaria United Lords were shown off, because it's like, oh wait, they can print new things that just say elves get +1/+1, can't they?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Wait, Lords exist. Ah.
Also, I am a fan of green black elves decks because they can play Shaman of the Pack, the coolest elf.
Oh hell yeah! Also, this is a way to do elf ball.
Yes, it is.
It is. That being said, mono green elves are still better than green black, but
yes. Where is Lathril though? Like
A tier.
A tier.
Clicking thing.
Elf ball is just good enough to get you there to A tier. I don't know if it's just me that feels that way, but
agree A tier.
Jason, I don't appreciate what.
Mono green is better. Yeah.
Yes. Wait, we said A tier.
Well,
sorry,
shoot that guy.
Shoot that guy. Oh my god. Oh, you said A tier for Lathril, right?
Yep.
Whatever. Throw it in there for now. Jason, I don't appreciate what you put in the production Discord. You're playing into a joke that's not true. Anyway.
It's very true.
We are not revealing what it is.
Don't listen to his lies.
We're not revealing what it is on air because I don't want that attached.
Chat, just say it's true.
I don't. We're
definitely
not
get a true in chat.
We get a true.
But we're not ever telling chat what it is because I do not want. Wow, what the hell did I type in to get that? That's Ramar, isn't it?
It's Ranar.
Ranar? Oh shit. We're not revealing it to chat because I don't want that attached to my internet persona. Especially because it's not even true.
Right?
Ranar is awful.
Like, if this wasn't in a pre-con, would this commander be on this list?
Nope.
No.
Because I also feel like this is on there because this is the pre-con that you could find for $20 at Walmart for like 2 years after this pre-con came out because it sold so badly.
Super cheap.
Yeah. Dogwater?
Dogwater.
I'm down to blindly agree with that.
Hey, look, the other Flicker commander that's actually good.
Brago! Brago's solid, yeah.
Brago, do a good thing. A tier.
A tier.
Yes. A for shit, here we go again.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright,
Turgrid.
Turgrid. A tier.
Scary.
Turgrid, I wish Tiny Bones was better.
Yep.
Oh, me too.
A for all shit, here we go again.
The only thing holding it back from being higher is that it's mono black and 5 mana.
Yep.
True. S, right?
S.
Like, even just Dwarf Tribal is, like, still really solid.
The payoffs are still going to be really good even in a casual version. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think Turgrid gets to S. I think Turgrid's very scary, but I think she's easy to shut down and is also kind of expensive.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I feel like Turgrid is one of those commanders that a blossoming pod of new Magic players is going to have a friend who builds it, and that's going to be the breaking point. Then everyone learns they have to play interaction in their decks.
Yeah, Turgrid as a pump is like
the thing that breaks the Battlecruiser.
Turgrid is the new Zur
for a lot of people.
Turgrid is the new Zur.
Yeah. Turgrid is definitely like a pop stock.
Oh, we put Krenko in A tier, right?
Yeah, we put Krenko.
We put Krenko in A, didn't we? Yeah, we put Krenko in A.
Okay.
Yep.
I see you put the Prismatic Bridge instead of.
I put the actual commander of this deck.
No, you're right, but
that's valid.
You're right.
Nobody's playing that. Flip it over. There you go. There's your commander.
I literally even typed in the Prismatic Bridge and it still gave me Eskia. Or Essica. Not Eskia. It's not Eskia. It's Essica.
There's the actual commander of this deck.
Turgrid does teach you to play Magic. Turgrid also has weird rules interactions, especially if there's 2 Turgrids on the field. That's when shit gets weird. Shit gets weird. But yes, Prismatic Bridge is very good. This is just like puts stuff onto the battlefield, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Being VRP, okay.
It's boring.
How often is the only creature they're going to play Godo?
Hang on.
I think this is Planeswalkers.
Well, Yeah.
Yeah.
Or God Tribal.
Or gods.
And then Devotion, and then it drops off a cliff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're playing more than just one creature.
Well, yeah, it says God Tribal. God Tribal is the...
Yeah.
But playing only Godo is pretty spicy. I am a fan of that.
That is a fringe CDH approach.
PSA, please stop playing Turgid over webcam.
Oh, God. Yeah. If you're playing webcam Magic, put your Turgid deck away. Just put it away. Do not do that.
I was going to say, it's either Planeswalkers or Gods, so...
Yeah. Where go?
B.
B.
Free Gods is cool.
B for Bagods. For Beities.
B for pretty good. There you go.
Pretty good.
Alright. Finn. Finn is scary
Hello, Infect.
Yeah, Finn
Pseudo
is like
Infect.
scary until you play Interaction.
Yeah, but Finn is also like 2 mana.
Yes.
True.
So like,
how many board
removing it
wipes do we
once
think
is not that
Finn
big of a deal.
survives? I think Finn survives 2 board wipes. Or,
I
like,
think mono green.
Mono
like,
Green
depending
survives
on
3.
That he could definitely do 3.
okay.
I think he's a very threatening commander because like there's so many good Death Touch creatures out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of random Death Touch shitters out there. That's true.
But also, C for cool. There you go.
C for cool.
C
Very
for
well.
cool.
Cool. Okay.
I don't think it's dog water. I think you survive 3 board wipes, but everything in B I think is just a better deck.
All right.
Finn would be higher if it
Orvar.
was green blue. Finn would be higher if it was green. Yeah, green black would be insane for Finn.
Oh yeah, you get a ton of Death Touch then.
Because there's like the Death Touch Lord for green black, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can just Pyroclasm the deck away, but like most people aren't playing Pyroclasm. They're playing like full on board wipes in Commander.
Yeah.
Unless you're insane and playing Torgbrand. I am insane and play Torgbrand, so.
So Orvar, my issue with Orvar is that the deck sucks. So if Orvar isn't on the field, the deck doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, this has the problem of like you kind of have to have your Commander to operate.
I want to say this is C for cool.
Yeah, Orvar is nuts or nothing.
Nuts or nothing, yeah.
Nuts
like
or nothing.
either you're like untapping a Coveted Jewel like 4 times in a turn,
or you're
and, like making tokens of it, and
or
drawing,
you're
like
like
12 cards.
Or you're making token copies of your islands.
Oh boy.
Is that something you can do and then high tide them all? So
This is true, Happy, yes. Now I'm just imagining the Nerf commercial, but it's nuts or nothing.
It's nothing.
Hi, Narset.
Has Narset been power prepped out of S tier?
no.
No?
Dude, she's so hard to interact
I
with.
play
That's
Narset Super Friends, and it's still good.
Yeah, she's
Fair.
really strong.
Like,
She's super hard. Torbrand just activates Pyrorhemia once. You know, that's a very good point, Greasy.
mhm.
The fun thing about Pyrorhemia is that it only deals 1 damage to your Torbrand and 3 damage to everything else.
Yep.
Well,
We'll get to Light Paws eventually. Don't worry.
Is
yeah,
Light
Light
Paws
Paws is in
on
here.
this list?
Light Paws
Mhm.
it does in fact be in here.
Very
Arcades. Arcades nuts. Anyway. Arcades.
B for pretty good.
There's Light Paws.
Yeah,
B
I'd
for
agree
pretty
with
good.
Low B or maybe C,
I'd like B.
just because
I like
Defender is.
I mean, Arcades draws like a decent amount of cards and like just kind of kills people. I
Yeah.
think Light Paws do be a girl, if I remember correctly.
Light Paws is a she.
she.
Yes.
Light Paws is a fox waifu.
They did have to make an alternate art of that card specifically to prove that, yes.
And also, guess which one's on the tier list?
Coincidence.
Of course.
Coincidence.
Because we all know that Matt is a degenerate weeb based on his
Yep.
profile picture.
Should drive by me like that.
I've been a degenerate weeb for the chat to enjoy for a while.
Just gonna
so.
drive by me like that, okay? Sorry. It happens. It was gonna happen eventually. I think Arcades is better than oh god, why can't I remember the Abzan tree guy? It's definitely Arcades.
We're in
though.
the Siege Tower.
Oh yeah, Arcades is definitely better in my opinion though.
Hello, Nicobolus.
Nicky B.
I'm not afraid of this. I think this deck is not that great.
Yeah, because, like, if you, like, boil it down, he makes you discard a card. Oh, no. And then it takes a bunch of mana to flip him over, and then it's a Planeswalker, you can beat the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I will say that neg 4 is kind of spooky, but, like, then he's at 3, and you just attack him. Yes, I'm down to clown. C? Is this C? I feel wrong because I love Nicol Bolas as a, like, well, that feels weird to say as a character, but...
I almost want to put this at D.
I don't think he's quite that bad. I think you flip him over, he's really good. I'll throw him in C.
Tier.
My thing is Grixis. So...
I think Grixis is a very good color pairing. Anyway, Kaikar.
Kaikar slaps.
Kaikar does slap.
A?
I would agree with that.
He's one. Kaikar is like 2 cards away from being an S.
Yeah, I think Kaikar is very close to being an S, but not quite.
If more people knew that the card opposition existed, I might have to spite put him in S.
True, yeah. The dragon.
The dragon formerly.
True, he did technically lose his name when he went to the Dream Realm with our boy, Yarok.
Yarok is fucking nuts.
Land Harmonicon.
Yeah, he is knocking futz. This is true.
Not just Land Harmonicon, but like any ETB Harmonicon. This is Pan Harmonicon.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So insane.
A? It feels like an A to me.
I want to say A. Yarok is another one of those, like, 2 cards away from being S tier.
Yeah.
In my eyes.
When I see Rin and Seri,
C for cool.
I do not think I am about to play a good deck.
Wait.
I think there's a person who is a big pet person.
Yes.
Who is very excited that cats and dogs can live.
Cats and dogs living together. It's utter chaos.
Yeah, maybe they're just making that. Maybe they're just making that reference even.
Yes.
Yep. Yarok is the king of spinning wheels.
Yarok do spin wheels, which is why Ethan loved him so much. I feel like we're shitting on Ethan a lot today. I'm sorry. I know he's probably not watching, but
okay. Rin and Seri is C for cute.
C for cute. Yes, agreed. Whatever.
For cute dogs and cats.
Morphon can be anything from dog water to A, in my opinion.
I want to say it's A in general because it does lift up a lot of bad tribes.
You raise me up.
I used to play a deck that was more fun tribal.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Just
change. You played all the changelings that you could, and then I specifically played 1 card from whatever tribe. So I played 1 Elves Matters card, 1 Goblin Matters card, 1 Cephalid card. It was a ton of fun, and it worked way better than it should have.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
You know what the most fun Morphon is?
What's
what
that?
Would that be?
Morphon Devoid Eldrazi.
Oh god. But Morphon's A? I think I'm fine with this.
Yeah, Morphon's A.
Yeah, Morphon's
A for it. Alright. Yogg.
Goes infinite with like a bunch of draft comments from an Innistrad block. A tier.
Yeah.
A tier.
Terrible person.
Fun fact: me and Jason got hard creature locked out by Yawgmoth.
Yeah, y'all played Friday night against it?
Yeah, Friday night against it, and
yeah, Tomer's tribal list is super cool. But you're saying about Friday?
So Friday night we got hard locked on turn 2.
Yep. Y'all can kind of just do that.
Yep.
Terrible person in the lore. I guess I have to again shout out SpiceRec.
Yep.
I watched his video on Yawgmoth and eugenics. Super.
Yeah. Content warning. That is a very, 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 very
heavy
touchy
video.
Subject. Very heavy video.
So
it cuts back and forth between like a lot of real bad real world politics and
quote to one of our Discord members. Yawgmoth is just Magic Hitler.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
Very bad, dude. Anyway, back to Magic. The first sliver, Cascade. Slivers also have Cascade.
This card's really good, right?
So,
yes.
So, this card is the whole reason why Joda doesn't give the legendary spells Cascade. They learned their lesson.
Right.
Yes, because Cascade is stupid.
Play one sliver, 4 more come with it. The end.
Pretty much, yeah. So,
S tier.
does it get to S? Yeah, it does. Wait, I went the wrong way. This is Sisay. Sisay is very cool. If anybody follows Rebel Sun on Twitter or on YouTube, she is very excited about the new set because she gets more pieces for Sisay. There's a lot of good pieces for Sisay coming.
So, the correct build for Sisay.
Yes.
Hear me out. Backgrounds.
Okay.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. There's an enchantment that could be backgrounds.
No. Backgrounds.
I feel like there's better things to be doing.
No, I said the correct thing, not the best thing.
Yes. I don't know. Sisay feels like a weird one because it has a wide variety of stuff.
I want to say B for pretty good.
Sisay Gates, hell yeah.
Is it B for pretty good or A for oh shit? Here we go again.
She just tutors. Like I think that's.
Yeah, tutor on in the command zone is pretty A tier sounding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw an A tier.
See, I have not forgiven this card for being the better Sisay because I much preferred the first Sisay, which was female legendary creatures and a soul ring, and the name of the deck was all the single ladies.
That's good.
I love that.
That is also an option.
I just keep realizing I have all these anecdotal, really weird meme decks I've built.
Sisay to tutor for all the Warp Spark walkers with stacks. Yeah, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sisay Gates, though. I'm a big fan of that. Anyway, I put Urza in S tier, so...
That's fair.
Yeah, we're not going to argue with that.
We don't even need to talk about Urza. Chatterdad!
Chatterdad.
I almost just typed Chatterdad into the fucking search bar.
It's only because that's all I refuse to call Chatterdad anything else.
Yes. We just like
the squirrel father.
I mean, Chatterfang's like a solid B tier, right? Or do we think A tier?
I think A.
Think A?
Three mana.
Look at this man of a squirrel and tell me he's not A.
So remember how Adrix and Nev has the issues of Simic isn't that good at doing things with its tokens? Turns out
we have a black pip here.
Turns out we have a black pip that turns it into a spot removal, and also makes it go infinite with Pitiless Plunderer. So
indeed. Oh yeah, Paradox Engine Sisay decks were absolutely nuts.
Yep.
Yeah. Chatterfang is A though, so here I guess not between Holden and Paco actually, but Sithis.
Sithis also A, right?
Sithis also A.
Sithis broken as shit. Yes, it draws a card when you play an enchantment and you gain a life.
And it's a legendary.
It's a legendary enchantress.
I was gonna pull it up in
it is the single most boring designed card. It's a legendary creature.
Boring, but also the best enchantress commander ever. So
I know.
Will help. This card
Will help is good.
Actually, pretty neat. Yeah. Why did they leave Paradox Engine legal in Historic Brawl? This just seems like a terrible idea.
Don't worry about it.
I don't play Arena anymore. Why am I worried about this?
Yeah.
Will Helt's really solid. I think it's a B.
Zombie is another one of those really well-loved creature types.
Yeah.
It's ranked 10 because zombie is... Everybody likes zombies.
Yes.
And without Grave Hate, it can be really hard to stem the flow of a...
Yeah, I think the deck around Will Hel makes Will Help better most of the time, though, which is why I want to give it a B.
I think it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Tovolar.
Man, there are a lot of bad werewolves.
Yeah, werewolves need more love. I'm hoping.
Turns out it becomes a good deck because Totsuki with red mana pip is good. So
true, yeah. I'm hoping Eldraine gives us more werewolf stuff because fantasy Grimm's fairy tales is a good place for werewolf stuff. So
the only issue is they probably won't because they'd have to do a bunch of flip cards.
Yep. They don't want to do flip
cards. Hear me out. Again. We just don't do that part of the werewolf.
You know how mad people would be if there was a bunch of like non-flippy werewolves?
Yeah, well, I'm mad they made night day mechanics. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are we putting Tovolar?
I want to say Tovolar C.
I think we can put him at B.
Whoa.
I think that's low.
I don't know. The werewolves are just so underwhelming.
Tovolar does make the deck much better. Well, with current support,
makes the deck actually function.
With current support, C might actually be true.
Like I said, Tovolar does make this deck actually function.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of like support-wise. Does he just get put in C because there's no like barely any support for him?
Because like without him, the deck is so bad.
Yeah.
True. Fuck, that feels wrong, but he might be right.
It feels wrong just because of how strong Tovolar is.
Yeah,
Tovolar is a very strong
himself
magic
is like
card.
Really solid.
But so many of those werewolves are just underwhelming.
Indeed.
I say with like Duskwatch Recruiter being like my third favorite magic card of all time.
Duskwatch Recruiter is super cool though.
C is fine. Yeah, that's kind of a good feeling about it, Jason.
C, no blue or black. C.
Yes.
It's like Ninja the 99 is full of stinkers, except the thing is your upside is way weaker. Like with Yuriko, because you never have to pay more than 2. So it's much harder to keep Yuriko out of the game than it is in Elo. Oh, not in Elo. Tovolar.
Tovolar. Yeah, sorry, I changed it on you.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, and hello. This is basically a 1-card combo with Thoracle in your deck.
Yep.
Also, this if you just want to do big dumb Torments of Hailfires, you can absolutely murder the fuck out of people with that. Because it just doubles your Torment for 10 into a Torment for 20, essentially.
Do we assume that a casual deck has...
Casual deck has Torment.
Okay, I'm not assuming...
Torment and Hellfire, sure, but...
I'm not assuming Thoracle. I just wanted to mention that you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't assume casual decks are degenerates. So...
Let's see. Bloodghast, that makes sense.
We have Leer.
No Thoracle.
No Thoracle.
Leer, though, yeah.
I want to say C or B.
Shwee. I will note, this was also a precon, so it might be a little bit... It's definitely going to be a little bit skewed by that.
But the actual deck you'd see would also be skewed by that, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's fair.
The average deck here is going to be skewed by...
I have yet to actually build a fully powered Anhelo deck, and I want to do that, so... I think it's still really good.
I think Anhelo, if we're going to...
you need pieces in play before his ability does anything. You need,
the thing
several...
is, Grixis is really good at just casting, cheap shitters that come back easily.
Sure,
Dog Eat Detective, which was in this precon, is insane in this deck. As well as Bloodghast. And Hello is a very cool in the lore, I agree. Also a cool card.
Yes.
I think Anhelo can get to pretty good.
Fine, I'll concede B. The uncommon Grixis legendary was that Cormella or was that Evelyn?
Cormella is significantly better than Anhelo. It's not even close.
No, I agree. Cormella's better. Okay, it was Cormella. It's legendary. Was it Evelyn?
Yeah.
Evelyn is also significantly better than Anhelo.
I think I like Anhelo better than Evelyn, but Evelyn was rare. Okay. Henzi, you kind of suck from what I remember.
Sir, have I introduced you to this little-known card called Heartless Summoning?
Oh God, yeah.
Turns out, getting 3 cost reduction and blitzing out, which then replaces the creature, and you're just playing persist or undying creatures, is pretty good.
That does sound pretty good. Where are we?
So without Henzi in play, this deck sucks. I'm just gonna flat out say that.
Yep.
That's
fair.
Yeah. Where is Henzi going, though?
I want to say C tier. Because the thing about Henzi is, Henzi's not very good unless you've cast him multiple times. But do you really want to spend 8 mana over the course of several turns even? Or just like that much tempo? To get the ability to blitz your things for 2 mana less than normal?
I don't actually agree with that statement.
Okay.
I think even the 1 cost reduction is enough to... Because I think Blitz is innately just a strong mechanic. So...
I mean, if you're building around it for sure, it definitely can be. You have lots of good stuff with like dies triggers and stuff like that.
I was just thinking you just play this as Undying or Persist Tribal and have Henzi as your leader.
That's definitely an
Are
option.
there lots of Undying and Persist above mana value 4 though?
That's a fair point.
That's my other big issue with the deck is that like you don't function until you get to the higher mana values.
Have you brewed this deck, Matt? I can't remember. I feel like you did.
I've talked about brewing it. I've not actually sat down and done it.
Give me a moment.
Okay, so some excellent creatures we get to play in this deck that are really good even if they only have 1 cost reduction. Junji the Midnight Sky, Atali Primal Storm, Woodfall Primus.
Giant Adaphage, nice.
Atsushi's insane. Zeotora's just a really good value piece in this deck.
I guess Agnes technically is 4 mana, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, is it Tali only getting to swing once actually that good? For 5 mana?
I think so. Because you're going to cast it for 6 half the time it doesn't swing.
Lol, you get Solemn because it's 4 mana.
Yep.
Teamwork Sabertooth is actually really good in this deck because you just pick the thing back up. Eelharg? Okay. I feel like Tormented Existence is also good in this deck. Or what? Tortured Existence, not Tormented. We will be posting the list in our Discord after stream. We do that for every tier list we do. Find all the monocolored ones we've done in the general chat pin there. Which, click the link in the Discord or in the description to our Discord. So where are we putting Henzi? I like B for it. I think maybe
I like B as well.
it's a low B, I think, but.
I can't give it C. It's a bit better than that.
Yeah. Alela or Alia or whatever.
The most popular Esper commander.
Yep.
How popular overall is she? 19th overall. Damn.
That is just boggling my mind. I mean, the thing is, it is very generically good because whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment, making it 1/1 blue fairy, and then it pumping any creature with flying doesn't even need the other creatures to not be.
Yeah.
How is Mikaeus not on the list?
The community. This is the most popular according to EDHRec, and that just means the community.
Or are you meaning Mikaeus not on the Henzi list?
Oh, that could also be a point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardian Hawk and Henzi seems really good though.
If it was the first question, then Mikaeus would not be on the list because of Yawgmoth.
Yeah. It's because it's just
fills a lot of the same role of going infinite with an Estrad draft commons.
True. Your favorite Stacks commander, nice.
Interesting.
She's a pretty good Stacks commander.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking?
I think she is A tier.
A tier?
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
You just get so much free value for playing a normal Esper deck.
Ladder. So it was in fact that Mikaeus is not in the Henzi list.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, that seems wrong. Mikaeus should absolutely be in that average deck list.
Yes. Kess.
Hello, generic 1-card win condition.
What does the average Kess deck look like?
The average Kess deck is the EDH list.
I would not be surprised by that. I don't see many casual Kess decks out in the wild.
I've seen one of those. It's an S tier because if they're playing it here, they're here to pub stomp, and it's very scary.
Yeah, even if you're playing this as like Kess Wheels, it's still probably pub stomping people, right? So
the true Chad
Displacer Kitten,
Wheel Commander is Vile Smasher and Kydel.
I agree.
Yeah, this is looking pretty like Demonic Consultation. This is looking pretty CG.
I mean, it should tell you that Thassa's Oracle and Demonic Consultation are in the average deck list. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Ad nauseum.
Yep.
Throw her an S. Go Shintai of Life's Origin. Shrines are bad.
B for pretty good.
Shrines are bad, but Go Shintai of Life's Origin makes them okay.
Not just makes them okay.
It makes them good.
Makes them quite good.
Yeah.
Have you how often have you played against this deck?
I actually have played against it around the time it was.
So he's only played against Sam's version, which doesn't have. It has all the pieces, but has a lot more tapped lanes than what you see out of a normal.
So at the shop I work at, we run a weekly commander event, and we have like a dedicated area for EDH and then regular. We have a couple of people who bring shrines, and they have a really high win rate.
I believe it. Miriam is.
There's just so much value you get. A tier.
Miriam was A tier. Yeah, Miriam's like near the top of A tier.
Which not all of these have been fully placed in. Like,
yeah, we're gonna probably go through and like more accurately.
Did we have a specific time we were planning on ending?
We usually go for like 2.5 hours. We're kind of getting there, so we're gonna try to go fast.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go fast. We may not even sort. It may just be tiers this week.
Yeah.
I think Shurikai is probably A tier, right?
I almost want to say S tier. Hard as nuts.
What does Shurikai do to win? I don't remember.
Intruder Alarm. You can do lots of like win conditions with by just like having a creature that taps for mana, and then tapping it, drawing 2, discarding 1, making a dude which untaps Shurikai. You can do like polymorph strats to turn your tokens into creatures from your deck, even without like just like a Polykraken. There's only 2 creatures in the deck. You can just turn your 0 mana tokens into like 3 dudes from your deck.
I put them bottom.
Bottom S.
Bottom S, yeah.
Okay.
Tatsunari sucks. As somebody who's played Tatsunari.
Tatsunari, it's cool.
Dogwater tier.
Dogwater?
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
It feels bad for Frog, but yes.
Yeah.
Hanada is insane.
Hanada is... Hanada is weird. Okay, so if Hanada is not out, all of Hanada's deck sucks.
Yes.
Hanada go burr. I think
But Hanada has blue, so I think Hanada has a bit of an easier time ensuring that Hanada is in play when it wants to be.
Yes.
Yes, you're.
But I want to give it the pretty good because you are playing a lot of bad cards in the.
I want to give it an A just because it just goes burr like. But sure, we can go B.
It's either the top of B tier or the bottom of A tier. You are playing so many bad cards.
We go B. We go B.
Hanada is a very cool, fun deck, but you just play bad cards.
Wait, Tatsunari is better than Ren and Seri, but that's not an argument for Tatsunari and Seri.
Ren and Seri and Dogwater, because dog.
Ooh, dog and Catwater.
There you go. We called them C initially for cute, though.
Ishin.
Ishin is quite good.
Ishin also go burr.
Ishin is pretty good.
So I actually had somebody tell me that Ishin was bad, and I literally sat there dumbfounded.
They are wrong.
My first instinct was to say Ishin is bad because I see so many Samurai Tribal playing Ishin.
Because they're playing the deck wrong.
They're playing a bad deck, and that has influenced because that is a significant number of the Ishin decks that I see in the wild.
Yeah,
but
say they're playing the
Ishin is a good for sure. Ishin has to be high A tier though. I think.
Yeah, Ishin's really good.
Yeah, so this was like.
Oh, saying.
Oh, what? We wanted to look at something?
Well, no, just somebody commenting that Hinata is their favorite personal deck, just so fun. I mean, when Hinata goes off.
Hinata goes bird. As long as you're fine with like a healthy fizzle rate, just because your commander just dies a lot of the time, then yeah, go for it.
Requiring combat is inherently weak, but that's the thing though, is requiring combat and requiring combat damage are two totally different things, you know?
Yeah.
For the same reason that like Alesha is still powerful, you can do things like Reconnaissance, 1 mana enchantment that just lets you Maze of Ith yourself as many times as you want to.
Yep.
So you can just like get all these combat triggers, and there are so many things that have combat triggers in Magic. And a lot of things that are powerful triggers because they think you'll only get it once per turn cycle.
Karazakar, Brina.
Ooh, Karazakar's fun.
Goldspan Dragon. I'm just saying that's those 3 cards right there almost innately put Ishin in A tier.
Satoru, the man who put a hidden leaf headband on an Eldrazi.
You mean on a Blightsteel Colossus?
Yeah, people were initially like terrified of this card, but afterwards, after like seeing him play, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, it's eh.
I mean, he's got the spooky factor for sure, but like
I have killed somebody with a Blightsteel on turn 4. That was fun.
I believe that.
And then I lost the game because everybody hated me out at that point.
Professional third place. Is Satoru another professional third place?
Yes. Yep. So C for professional third place. Oh my god, Kozilek is on here. I have no clue where we're putting Kozilek, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Oh, Christ.
We're not there yet, though, I don't think, so...
Yeah, we've got one more.
We're very close. But hey, Light Paws.
Light Paws is sweet. The problem is, what does the average Light Paws deck look like, and what is it actually trying to do?
Give me a moment.
The average Light Paws deck is the Light Paws deck that you would think of.
Okay.
It is the Tudor Chain Shiganeries.
Oh, and I need an average deck.
But then it doesn't suck. Because I would be worried that it would be like some kind of, we're trying to make Voltron work.
Trom is really good.
Archivist of Logma, that card's busted.
I don't like seeing Danitha here. Danitha kind of sucks.
Danitha's a cost reducer, so it's okay in this.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess.
As much as I hate Danitha.
You were so excited for Light Paws? Yeah, that card's really interesting. I was really hoping it would do something in Pioneer, but...
Pioneer
has too much good removal for cards with that many... For creatures with that many lines on them.
Mm-hmm.
No, Light Paws and Commander. Light Paws and Commander is absurd.
Yeah. If Adeline didn't exist, Light Paws would be the best mono white commander.
But Adeline exists. Agree with that. We are currently at Light Paws, in fact, yes.
We are doing Light Paws.
I am an Oswald Fiddlebender enjoyer, but I will concede that Adeline does in fact kill people very quickly.
Yeah.
We put Yuriko in S?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yuriko is very good. Yuriko does shenanigans.
Just kind of domes people for 15 casually.
Light Paws is an S, right?
Never played against a Light Paws commander deck, so I have no dog in this.
I have built the deck. I have
no
a list brewed. I think Light Paws is close to S. I don't know that it quite gets there.
Is a Light Paws deck better than a Kaikar deck?
That's what I was saying. It's close. I don't think it quite gets there.
I think it's the 1 or 2 cards short of S here.
Problem.
Alright, Kozilek, what the hell are we doing with you?
Yes, you can tutor for protection for your commander, which makes it really good, but it's one or 2 cards short.
The average the Kozilek decks that I've played against have been just insane ramp, card draw, and then control.
Yeah, no, I think Kozilek's like the best of the like colorless commanders you can play probably. I don't think it's very good still.
The issue is that, like, when he does like the draw up to 7,
yes,
and then discard a card mana value X to just counter a spell converted mana cost X. If they can get a card draw engine going, that is so incredibly oppressive.
Oh no, I agree. I yeah, totally agree.
And like the decks that I've seen will go like all in on like Thran Dynamo, Doubling Cube, like into the more explosive but slightly higher cost colorless like ramp pieces.
So this deck either does nothing or it's extremely oppressive.
I think it's C for cool.
Because Kozilek also doesn't have to resolve for.
I'm checking ramp as per Jason's instructions.
Oh, it's a large amount. I can almost guarantee.
Bad news. This looks like Eldrazi Tribal.
Oof.
That looks like a lot of mana rocks, sir.
Dreamstone Hedron? Are you kidding me?
You actually play it. You are so starved for mana rocks. You actually play Dreamstone Hedron. So.
Well, I don't think this goes higher than B still.
No, I don't think it does either.
Where are we putting this card?
Like
either
C? I think it's cool.
Oh, well, C is where I was going to put it.
Okay.
C for cool.
If it does its thing, it can be incredibly oppressive, but its thing does cost 10 mana.
Hey, I heard you wanted to accidentally kill yourself.
How does Locust got to accidentally kill yourself?
You play a Kindred Discovery named Locust.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
You have died.
you kill yourself. It's funny.
Or you just play a lab man. Just play a lab
man.
Well,
see, here's the thing though. You don't actually have a chance if you don't have the lab man out. You do not actually have a chance to interact with it.
Just start with lab man.
Yeah. So
you have to cast Quicken and then cast Thassa's Oracle before the last trigger resolves.
Yep.
Duh.
So I've seen a lot of people not know that and kill themselves because of it. So it's really funny.
You died to Kozilek on turn 4 as part of the Mystic Forge combo, but that's more Mystic Forge than Kozilek. The counterspells help though.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Jason, that's the deck. That's the Kozilek deck that I'm also referring to that I played against, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly confident we're referring to the same deck.
Anyway, I think I'm pretty Locust God and B for pretty good.
Yeah, Locust God's pretty good. It's way better in the Commander in the 99.
Yes.
Agreed.
Kumena's a cool card. That deck sucks though.
Yep.
Yeah, C for cool.
Merfolk awful in every format.
I am currently on a train of building mediocre to bad tribal decks, and Merfolk is next on my agenda, and that is not good for Merfolk being high tier.
My buddy plays Yuriko, and I always play him with my Tiamat deck. I hear she's broke every time, and I try telling him that Yuriko is one of the best. Yeah, Yuriko is one of the best commanders in the game. Yuriko is absolutely insane.
Yeah, she's not even close to not being. He's saying Tiamat is broke.
Tiamat can do some really cool stuff, but not even nearly on the level that Yuriko can.
That sounds like he's built the Yuriko deck slightly incorrectly.
Yeah.
More than. Because if that Yuriko deck's even like somewhat close to the average build, then it's not even close. Yeah.
I love a good Vidoc Orrery.
Teysa Karlov.
Teysa.
Death Harmonica.
Jessica Thrice Reborn and Falthus Shadowcat Familiar is interesting.
Okay. Teysa Karlov is a cool deck.
Yeah.
It is not.
Is my
I don't think the deck is that good though. As weird as it sounds, it's kind of.
But like, there's a lot of like weird infinite stuff they can do, right?
Yeah, it's just clunky more than anything.
I think it's B for bouquet.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I feel like a Teysa deck is better than like Gavi or Elsha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely at least B. Yeah, for sure. Okay, where are we at? Rakdos, Lord of Riot. This deck is okay.
There ain't no party like a Rakdos party.
True. This is kind of an Eldrazi deck.
It certainly can be.
I was gonna say this is either Demon Tribal, in which demons have a lot of good keywords on them.
True. This is still like C for cool for me though. Like it just
Yeah.
Yeah.
C for cool.
Sliver Overlord.
People are
Boy
playing
Changeling is the best card in that deck.
People are playing Sliver Overlord wrong.
Is it in that they don't know that Boy Changeling is the best card in their deck?
Well, yes, changing things to slivers and then gaining control of them is really good.
Forever, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. Dropic, yes. Rakdos is Dog Water. I think it's low C.
I think it's low C. It's more fun than good. I will give it that.
But it does have some redeeming qualities.
Indeed. Sliver Overlord's like really good, right? Or it's in like an A tier?
Where do we put
We put first sliver up in S.
First sliver's S.
Because Cascade is broken.
Yeah. Is Rakdos better than Raphael for demons? I don't think Raphael's just a very good card, is my only problem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what's the best demon tribal, but I cannot think off the top of my head.
I mean, it's probably still Kalia, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Kalia.
That's the problem, is that, like, building angels, demons, or dragons, it's very hard not to say, but what if they were free?
Well, except for dragons, now we have Miriam, but...
Yeah, we have Miriam. So...
Sliver Overlord is an A tier, correct? Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. The average sliver list is pretty fucking good.
Sure. Giada, I think was slightly overhyped. Still
I think
a cool
B
card.
tier.
Yeah, I think B tier. Angels are just, outside of Avacyn, are bad.
I mean, there are some really good ones. It's just unfortunate that this isn't green-white to help out with a lot of that.
Yeah.
Indeed. Jetmir.
Hello, Creator Hoof in your command zone. So,
Yeah, it's
Jetmir is A tier, and I don't think do I need to explain that?
Wait, would you say A tier?
Yeah.
I'm fine with this.
I'm fine with it as well.
Jetmir just kills people.
Do be killing people. Athreos for Demon Tribe was pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Gitrog's S tier, right?
Mm-hmm.
The issue, what is the average Gitrog deck?
The average Gitrog deck is the deck. It is the Gitrog deck.
Get wrong.
Yeah.
Very good.
I fucking key smashed. Okay.
No, it's okay. That's funny.
Haha! I made a goof.
It's funny, but not
Get
funny.
wrong.
Haha.
Funny, I have fat fingers.
That's how violence is in fact a valid answer.
Yeah,
That's correct, Jason.
indeed. I'm already imagining the fury he will give me when I start vomiting out my yeah. Averages the CDH. It looks like it. It's got a Shuffle Titan.
Got Rain of Filth.
Yeah, it's got Calling Ritual. Like, jeez.
To trickle back in.
Worm Harvest. Lol.
Worm Harvest. It's close. It's pretty close to the
Dagmar
average.
Salvage is a pretty telling one.
I mean, I feel like Dagmar Salvage would be in any version of the deck.
That's fair.
Yeah. You
I think the biggest teller though is the Shuffle Titan.
The Shuffle Titan, yeah.
I think it's S tier.
Average is mixing CEDH and lands. There you go.
Pretty much.
That being said, I think Gitrog is absolutely insane regardless. So.
Tier.
Exis is weird.
Whenever you cast return target knowledge. What?
This card is weird.
Yeah, it's kind of good.
And it's
it's
red black on the back.
It's also just Mardu for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what's the back say?
It's not great.
Okay, we don't care about the back.
It adds red to the.
Yeah, we don't care. We literally don't care about the spell pack.
This is how to loop Dockside 101 right here. So.
Yeah, card's good. And this is like it's solid. I don't feel like I haven't heard about this card before. Like this is like Village Rites, kind of insane, right?
I have not played
well,
anybody.
No, it's part of the. No, you could. No, you could do.
Extus is more popular than Alessia, believe it or not, in terms of decks.
Really? You know, well, it's newer.
Over 200 decks. So
infinite
this
mana
backside
outlet.
is infinite mana outlet.
I guess, but you think no? Yeah, they have haste. Yeah, that technically works.
Mm-hmm.
That technically works. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I guess if you're getting infinite mana, the sorcery does actually matter because you just kill people with infinite hasty 3/6s.
Yep. Most people are trying to win with the backside, but I think the front side is significantly better. So
interesting. A?
I struggled since I've never played against this or seen.
Yeah, this is one I've just not seen.
I can see it being B or A.
It feels like an A to me.
Like, the card is strong, and I think we can't deny that.
Because if we're talking like Mardu, I win with infinite mana, wouldn't just Timna Jessica be better?
I mean, probably.
Well,
but...
yes, but also...
Like, even outside of a CEDH context.
Chat says B. I'll go with B.
Says
B. We're going B. Good enough.
Dina
is good.
Dina is quite good.
Dina is good mostly just because she combos with the fucking enchantments that I cannot. Exquisite Blood. Is that the one? Or is it the other half of it? I don't know.
We have the whole internet.
Exquisite Blood is the one you're thinking of.
Exquisite Blood.
Yeah. Because she's Sanguine Bond. So.
Yeah.
There's also a bunch of like Protean Hulk piles you can do with her.
Oh, she is just 3 black. That's true.
Dina Hulk is a real deck. So
she is a sack outlet. Yep.
I say A tier, right?
A tier for sure.
Or do you think maybe S tier even?
No, I don't think she's S.
I mean, she has 1-card combos.
She has 1-card combos. She is a sack out.
She is 2 mana.
Mana sack out in your command zone.
Pretty good colors. Sack outlet.
I don't think that gets her to the level of these guys up here, though.
I play Protean Hulk in the deck, and the deck is fucking nuts.
I think, yeah. I still think A. I don't think it quite gets to the level of.
Do you think it's better than Miriam?
I think it's better than I think it's better than Kaikar. I'm going to be real with you.
I'm going top of A. I don't think it deserves to be in the same tier as Get Frog.
Not having any inherent card draw is rough.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very close to S, but it's not quite there for me, in my opinion.
So, what is the average Cody deck?
The average Cody deck is Tutor for Nos, I believe.
Yeah, Cody just really wants ad nauseum.
So you just slap in an S and move on?
We'll see.
Hang on.
I'm fairly certain there's an ad nos in this deck.
If there is an ad nos in this deck, it's S.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's no ad nauseum.
No,
there's no ad
fucking
nos.
way. What are people
There's a Bring to Light for the ad nauseum.
There is a Bring to Light before the ad nos. Is there a Profane Tutor as well?
Hang on.
Yeah, there is.
The list is just borked.
This is weird. This is weird. I don't like this.
Mr. Logan,
typically, Cody is used for cast a 1-mana spell after activating Cody, get Profane Tutor to get ad nauseum, or to get Bring to Light, and then cast Bring to Light, getting ad nauseum.
Yep.
Is there gates in it?
It's a 5-mana deck, so there's always gates in it.
This is so weird. I don't know what to do with this.
I think what this person is asking is like, is Cody Gates in this context?
You can play Cody as Gates, yes.
You can just like Profane Tutor for Scape Shift.
Yep, you can.
Oh hell yeah.
You'd still even have 4 mana if you could like convert it to different colors to make casting Scapeshift work.
Inevitable Betrayal, Mizzix Mastery.
Dark Ritual, you know.
This is so hard. How good? Okay.
Here's the thing: we
In a
know that
vacuum,
the average deck of this is the CEDH deck, whether it's the CEDH deck would worse or not, right?
Hang on.
Okay, so 3,470 decks. How many have Adnos with it?
570.
You didn't type 570?
With Adnos.
So only like a fourth? No, even less than that. Like 1/6 of them?
Wow. Okay.
This is so weird.
What the hell?
So how good is Spell Cascade then? It's still pretty good, right?
Yeah.
What do we do with...
Still probably A tier?
Well, I mean, any of the 0 mana like spells, like I guess you can do things like Restore Balance.
Cody is Cody's a weird card. It's a card that exists.
I'm less sure what to do. I've never seen anyone play Cody without the intention of casting Ad Nauseam.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I've never seen a casual build of Cody. Ever.
We'll put it in A for a weird fucking card.
Oh wait, no, I have seen one. They were doing all Japanese mystical archives.
Nice. But not
Cody
really
was the trade binder full of mystical archives.
Trade binder Cody sounds hilarious. Hypergenesis also sounds hilarious.
Tasker used to be
the Banana Man.
Tasker is still stupid good. So when me and Jason were rating Tasker on the Xur scale, we innately had to talk about CEDH because every single Tasker list is CEDH for the average deck. So therefore, he has to go up into S tier.
The other thing is that he is also very good in a casual setting because it's so easy to talk your way out of any time you would die. Because just, I'll pay 4, will you give me back the counter so that we live? Thank you.
Oh, he does politic real good. Millicent's Dogwater, right?
Millicent's Dogwater. I love Spirits. Spirits is my favorite tribe in Magic. Millicent is Dogwater.
Alright, Umbris, we're coming. My friend. You don't play Tasker casually, this is true. Umbris also kind of sucks.
Umbris is bad.
Is it Dogwater bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it bad? The only exception to that is El Capitan.
Yeah. Toxrill.
Tox Father.
S or A?
As a commander, A, and you're 99, probably S.
Okay, well, this is as commander, so we'll go A. Hey, we're at Feather. Feather real good.
I really want Feather to be A tier.
I think Feather is A tier. Feather is really good. Feather has this weird
I hate the Feather play pattern.
My favorite play I've ever
Gutty,
had.
I know you're listening, even if you're watching the VOD. I hate the Feather play pattern.
My favorite play I've ever made with
It's fine,
Feather
Gutty. We love you.
We love you, Gutty, but...
I had a young Pyromancer out, and every turn I would path to exile my own elemental token.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
that's pretty good.
I ramped to the hardest, and I was playing Boros.
That's gross. Don't give Gutty ideas. Don't give him ideas.
Gutty,
so
we love you.
So good.
But God, do I hate the Feather play pattern.
Yeah, Feather has this weird card advantage engine. It's super cool. Feather's super cool. Can be annoying to play against though. Captain! Even though it's actually Admiral.
Hello, Monkey D. Luffy.
Chandler's Luffy altar of this is amazing. Love it.
This card is bad.
This card's bad.
Oh, it's terrible, yeah.
D for Dogwater.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes pirates good is Malcolm.
Correct.
Yeah. Sorry, Admiral.
Bridges and Malcolm is a very fun commander.
Hey, look, it's the card we've been waiting for.
Gisha! I don't think Feather's boring because I like to see things spin their wheels, but I understand that people think Feather's boring.
The other thing is that we asked for years for a Boros commander that didn't just do combat, and then we got it, and people are like, I hate this.
Yep.
As far as the number of actions per minute it takes.
True. Anyway, we're Gishath. It does things.
Hello,
Gishath does a
Jake.
lot of things.
Would you like to talk about Gishath for a second?
Okay, so I think having haste is huge. The 8 mana is a lot to ask for, but you're in green, and there's a lot of very high impact dinosaurs. I want to say B tier. That is just my gut impression. I have not played against a ton of Gishath decks, but the ones that I have played against have a tendency to be incredibly explosive. But you do have to make concessions in your deck list, like playing things to try to protect your Gishath, because it's almost like a combo turn when you're actually trying to cast your commander.
Also, like, how good are dinosaurs? Like,
I mean, there are some ones that are pretty huge. Like, getting a free Zakama off of this is, like, potentially game-ending.
Hear me out. Just play Zakama.
Yeah, but but imagine having to pay for Zakama and then getting all your mana back.
Here it comes.
So sad.
Here comes Jason.
Oh, Jason's
say the name.
Jason's typing things.
Like...
Say our flappy overlord
like Zatalpa?
name.
Zatalpa?
Zatalpa. You said B tier? I'm fine with B tier, honestly.
I'm fine with B tier. The best dinosaur in your deck is Dockside Extortionist, and you cannot change my mind on that.
I mean, to be fair, Dockside's the best anything in any deck, so.
But like,
honorary changeling Dockside Extortionist. Yep.
You can just put in so much mana value of stuff.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, completely.
It can be worth it. I also have Anawan as one of my like mediocre to bad tribal decks, so that does not bode well.
Rogues.
Yes.
Although I think Anawan makes rogues a lot better.
Anawan makes rogues doable.
I just like Anawan Abyss version better, honestly.
That version is significantly better as a probably better as a standalone card, but
yeah,
like this Anawan deck, the average version of it is going to struggle just because Rogue as a tribe, and I love it, right? Like Nicholas, I'm right there with you. I love Anawan, but you have to do too many different kinds of things in order to extract value from this deck. Because you're kind of milling people and you're also kind of killing them with creatures. So if you're just doing both of those things worse than any deck that is focused on either of them. So you have to be trying to, or at least in my experience, you have to be trying to do kind of like a Scarab God situation where you're playing your opponent's graveyards a lot. And it's so hard because you only ever draw one card out of it, like per person you hit at max. There are a lot of times where you just mill your opponents and you don't draw cards. It's just really hard.
Yeah, especially if your opponents are playing like
Prowl needs to come back
decks.
for rogues. That would be absolutely
Prowl is
great.
fun, yeah. So where are we putting out Anawan? C for cool?
C for cool.
What's unfortunate is that so many of my decks are low tier here.
So we have two Omnaths here, Angry Omnath and Omnath.
Small invasive creatures backed up counter magic. It is decent. That's the thing, is like, because a thing we talked about at the start of the stream. Oh no, you were here for that, Jason. When we were talking about how, like, because these are the most popular commanders, this list is going to be skewed because all of these commanders are pretty high tier in the vague things that are legendary creatures. But we have to be a bit more stringent because in this environment, how good are they out of all these? Yes, Anawan does trigger for each opponent you manage to mill a creature unsuccessfully. Correct. Sorry, my baby is ugly. No!
Guys,
Don't you be mean to my babies.
So I looked at
One of
Omnath.
these things is not like the others.
But hear me out. Henrika Domnathi has Omnath in her name, so we're actually getting a hint that when Omnath gets his 5th color, he's going to be a vampire, actually. So.
Oh, I'm down.
Anyway, we're talking
Vampire
about
elemental.
we're talking about Angry Omnath right now. Anyway, Angry Omnath is pretty solid. He kind of just kills people.
He does.
He does kill people quite well.
It's probably a B tier.
I was feeling B as well, like higher on the B side, but you know, Sure, we'll
All right.
throw your ass up here somewhere. Okay.
So are we in Hot Take City for 4 colors?
It's literally the last one. So just throw your hot takes out.
All right. Is this card S tier?
I mean, yeah, this is like a really good lens.
It is quite good.
Yeah, averages do be like that. Omnath is an energy event. Yeah.
Kind of.
Sure. Yeah. I'm okay with this. Yeah. No,
so my only thing with Omnath
Mizzix wasn't popular enough, unfortunately. Anyway, go ahead. About Omnath.
It is definitely the best like attempt at let's make landfall viable in like EDH, right?
Yeah.
But does that get better than Dina, than Kenrith, than Miriam?
I don't know.
To hit the S tier.
That's what I was asking. Is it S or is it A?
I want to say it's probably A, just because it is not a commander that innately lends itself to like infinite combos very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like it provides a lot of value, but if we look at these at like the value that these other ones provide, like most of our S tier commanders either help set up a combo or the value that they provide is insane.
Yeah.
Right? Like an Urza Urza's both, so different example.
Shorekai value is nuts. So, right?
Right, like Winota value is nuts. But like, I just feel like it would need to breach that barrier of it doing the thing on its own.
Yeah, it does require a lot of setup, I'm not gonna lie.
But
yeah.
If we take no,
Nicholas, we actually absolutely appreciate the.
Yeah, we love engagement. Keep engaging with us.
We
please.
love the engagement.
Please
keep talking.
Give us attention, please. Please, God.
No, we don't like talking blankly into our screens, so any amount of chat is really great.
We do very much appreciate it. What were you about to say? I think you were saying something, Matt.
Oh, I was gonna say to wrap things up. These are all extremely popular commanders, and would all be in like the S or A tier out of the broad spectrum of commander. So,
yeah,
if you blow up that little chunk into individual tiers, this is what you're going to get. So even though we're calling stuff dog water, there's still probably like an A tier commander.
Yeah,
right?
if you consider all
outside
commanders,
of Zedru.
Tell me I'm pretty. Yeah. Yeah, like, there's a lot of commanders that technically exist, and a lot of them are fucking awful.
Outside of Zedru is actually dog water.
Zedru's actually bad, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Zedru's not played because you're trying to play a good deck.
Exactly.
Zedru's for the memes, yeah. I don't think we are quite doing that, Connor, but I know we're building a couple deck lists next week. Oh, well, I won't be here because I'm visiting family. But next week, I know we'll have guys on building... Well, are we taking next week off? I don't know. At some point, we're going to be building Dominaria United decks on stream.
I'm taking next week off.
And I literally won't be available, so...
Unless somebody else wants to stream, we might be able
at some point in the next 2 weeks, we will in fact be building Dominaria United decks on stream.
I'm building a Dominaria United deck with our Discord server. But...
Oh yeah, you did. Oh, that's great to hear, Nicholas. Nice to know we have brain. No, probably not brain surge. I don't know. Somebody that works with brains finding our channel name funny. Next stream, yeah, we'll die if we do literally every single legendary creature.
Look, this is already our longest
just
stream.
Rapid fire.
So.
Just
dog water. Ooh,
well, that card's playable. Dog water.
Yeah. So in fact, actually, something we'll be publishing soon is our Xur scale, where we did go through every legendary creature and rate it. This is a number system instead of a tier system, but
that one took us like 3 or 4 months.
That took months. Yeah, months. Yeah. And we're not even done because we haven't done Dominaria United yet. In fact, we'll never be done technically because it just keeps coming. It doesn't stop.
They don't stop coming and they don't stop.
When magic stops,
it only gets worse.
The work will never be complete.
Yes. Zetru can be fun, but Zetru's like not good. Anyway, we are already past 3 hours, so I'm gonna hit the end screen button and say goodbye to everybody, and also talk about links. So yeah, down there in the description we have Xeroscale took. Did you count, Jason? That's how many hours it took? Man-hours?
About 200 hours.
Oh, per person.
To do.
Okay, per person. Yeah, it was a lot of work. It was fun though, because we had a lot of interesting conversations.
Me and Jason had several nights on just Xeroscale.
Yeah, so. It was fun. We had a lot of interesting conversations, and also I added so many commanders to my to-build list, so I probably shouldn't run out of content decks for a while. Thanks, Nicholas. But yes, what was I talking about? Description, yes. If you want to make your own tier list of these guys, you can check the description. We have a link to the tier list there. It won't be the tier list we have in front of you, but if you want to see the tier list we have in front of you, so you can look back on it, remember these aren't in any particular order. They're just strewn about because we didn't have time to actually organize them. You can find that in the Discord, which is also linked down below. If you join that there, it'll be pinned in the general channel, along with all of our other tier lists. We did all the monocolor ones for top 100 most popular there. Also down there, you can find our social links for Instagram and Twitter, and we also have our Patreon link down there. If you want to throw some money our way, we give you some rewards in return. We have a lot of fun with that. And we have a Dragon Shield link down there, which gives us a kickback if you buy any Dragon Shield products through that link. We certainly do appreciate that. And the last thing is, if you have any custom commanders you like, go ahead and look at that forum down there, and we talk about, we're planning on doing some custom commander content in the future where we review custom commanders and talk about custom commanders kind of as an idea or in a podcast later on. So if you want that to be a part, if you want your custom commander to be part of the content, just go ahead and fill that form out. I'm trying to think if we have anything else. I don't think so. Yeah, just go click all the links. Thank you, Sound Juggler. We appreciate you watching all the vids. Sponsored video for Manscaped would be hilarious. For the smooth aspect, that's pretty funny. Does anybody have anything they want to say before we sign off, Jake and Matt?
Thank you all for coming out and watching. It's been a ton of fun.
Thanks everybody for coming.
I look forward to doing more stuff like this in the future.
Yeah, we will definitely have plenty of streams. I think we are. Well, yeah, I guess we're tweeting it out tomorrow, but we're taking the week off because we all need some time, like a week off. So.
Actually.
Oh, you're doing things.
Jason said he's available next week.
Okay, I mean, if you guys organize a stream for next Sunday, that's up to you guys.
Is there a possibility, Jake? Are you good to go next week?
Sunday night, I'm always free.
Okay. We need to find one more person. We might actually be able to play a game on stream.
You guys might get a smidge of content next week, so look out for that. Anyway, I think we're done for the night. Thanks for sticking around for our really long stream. Thanks. Understandable, Greasy. We'll get back to work, sir.
Yep.
But yeah, I think this is the most viewers you've had in a stream yet, so that's awesome. Yeah, good night, everybody. We hope to see you next week as well.